This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango.
So good to see you.
Just getting in the groove here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we can tell.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster got up from his slab and rose, and suddenly, to my surprise,
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
Wow.
From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes.
He did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
Wow.
The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, you were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5. They played the monster mash.
They played the mash.
It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid, shook his fist. Whatever happened to the Transylvania twist? It's now the monster mash.
The monster mash.
And it's a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. It's now the monster mash. Now, everything is cool. Drac's part of the band. And my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, the mash was meant to. When I get to the door, tell them, Boris sent you. Then you can monster mash.
The monster mash.
And do my graveyard smash.
The monster mash.
You'll catch on in a flash.
Then you can mash.
Do the monster mash. Easy, Chick McGee. You impetuous boy. Joshy, take your hands off that pizza and out of your pants. Christy Lee, boobs back in the brassiere. And who's the sexy one with the bouffant? Oh, that's Ace. Oh, and there's a lovely lady, too. Make me a frittata, bitch. I must go.
You forgot me again.
Who?
Pat Godwin.
You owe me money. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango.
Nobody does it like Mango.
I forgot about Ace and the Bouffant.
The Mango Man.
Sorry, Ace. I don't know. Don't blame me. That's Dick Mango. Sue him.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Friday starts the
It does start the weekend, technically.
weekend. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello, chick.
Heading down to the docks to work the ships, are you?
Yep.
Yeah, you got your vest on? All right. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Hello, Tom.
Chick. Hello,
Roger,
testing. Okay,
roger
very
that.
good. Just getting some adjustments over here. It's great to have you along board. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I don't like to start out with a downer.
Uh-oh.
But
are you going to bring up South Pacific?
Yes. Go ahead.
South
I know.
Pacific. What about South Pacific?
I know.
As you know, I do enjoy the Broadway musicals. Some of them, not all of them.
You forgot the word ancient.
Especially South Pacific.
Well, just brilliantly written, executed, and sad news from the world of showbiz. Christy, you want to do
Mitzi
it?
Gaynor died at the age of 93. She lived a good life, Tom.
Yeah, but you understand the connection.
Mitzi Gaynor died.
Yeah, she started in South Pacific.
No, you're sitting next to the connection.
Oh.
My first boss.
Pat Godwin was a dancer and singer with Mitzi Gaynor.
What?
Yeah.
I knew he did.
There were 4 guys. There were 10 people, 10 guys. 6 of them were real dancers, and 4 had microphones, and we moved a little in the back.
How old
you were
were
a background singer.
I was 18, yeah.
Yeah, did she hire you to sing or dance?
Yeah, sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone got sick in Columbus, Ohio, when I was with Kenley Players in August of '78.
Yeah.
And then I got the gig from September to the beginning of December.
Tom, I remember seeing the Kenley
how
Players
sweet.
coming through Columbus, Ohio at Veterans Memorial Auditorium.
That's where we were, yeah.
Right there on Broad Street. I dreamed of going to see Broadway play.
Running away with the circus.
Yeah, I wanted to go so bad.
Didn't you end up
Of course not.
on television?
Yeah, we did Yankee Doodle Dandy medley on Carson on The Tonight Show.
Is there any way you could recreate that?
Can
for
we
us?
get that video?
Is that? I know a lot of the Carsons got erased.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the Kinescope years of '78.
So
But
that's
that
not
one
around.
might have got erased on purpose.
You were 18,
I was pretty young.
and she was 93, and she died, so we got some math going on.
Well, I'll tell you my age right now if you'd like. We don't have to do that.
No, not your age. We're talking about the child she sired for you.
Yeah, and by the way, Ace is the pot calling the kettle black, oddly
Yeah,
enough.
about age.
He would
Certain
never
irony.
give his age. Yeah, he'd never give his age, ever.
Well, how old are
I
you?
don't lie about it.
Yeah, how old are you?
He just doesn't
He
tell
lies
you.
by omission.
Someone asked me that the other day, and I couldn't figure it out. I don't know. He's been here for a while. I know he's over 40. But
Yeah,
in any
yeah.
event, was
You don't know that.
Mitzi Gaynor a nice lady?
Oh, she was so sweet. Very, very
She
nice.
seemed very sweet.
Cast parties,
I
hugging
bet, I bet she smelled great.
She did smell good.
I bet
Dressed
so.
perfect all the time.
What was
dressed
the
well.
What was the origin of the name Mitzi? It's a beautiful name.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a great, cool name.
But she used to wear the Bob Mackie gowns and.
Yeah, it doesn't say in here her. I mean, I assume that's her real name.
Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi.
Yeah, that's the-
Oh, okay.
really? She was the heiress?
It's Gaynor is shortened from Gaynor-san, actually.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Mitsubishi
Mitsubishi
Gaynor-san.
Gaynor-san, yeah.
Well, she's a blonde. That's odd.
Well,
and
She
then
seemed
even,
very nice. Yeah, that's very
Out
cool.
of a bottle, honey.
So
May she rest in peace. She died of natural causes,
was pretty.
by the way.
little
Very pretty.
Little showbiz story for you, Pat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little, you should have tried to make out with her.
You
she
didn't
was
even
pretty cute.
try?
A lot of
No.
a lot of makeup though. Whew.
Oh, tons of makeup
Well,
all
that's
the time.
because Broadway, you have to wear a lot of
I
makeup.
never saw her without makeup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never? Oh.
Well, anyway, there you go. There
Big
we
old
go.
eyelashes.
A little bit of
Big old boobies.
on there. Well, thank you, Rob.
Big boobies, Tom. You hear? Mitzi had big boobies.
Conical in some of these photos.
Oh, absolutely. And in real life, they were.
Oh, she worked the torpedo.
And some of the,
In that era. Now, we do have, actually, it's funny you'd mention that. The phrase, quite literally, boobies, is going to be coming up in the news today. I'm not kidding. In a very odd way. Not the topic, but the actual word, the slang.
Blue-footed booby? Is it a bird?
No, although that is true. There is one. No, but there is a news story in which, of all things, that word emerges.
Okay.
Very odd. It's an unusual story about a new code in language that is out there. We like to explore that sort of thing. Also, we have a couple things we were trying to get to that we did not get to that we will get to, if that makes any sense. The last several days.
Not only are we're reviewing, now we're stuff we didn't get to.
Well, there's stuff we had.
You okay, Josh?
we had promoted that we were going to get to that we didn't get to. You see,
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll say, "What's coming up, Christy?" and she'll say, "Oh, we've got this really interesting story about so and so," and then we don't get to it.
Yeah, I remember yesterday there was one that I was like, "Oh, I'm interested in hearing that."
Which one?
I don't remember what it was.
Was it the one about the drug-filled bag?
No.
Was it the one about the pizza?
No.
We didn't even.
I don't
promote
remember you
those.
even.
Oh, sorry. Was it the one about the paraglider and the Great Pyramid?
Yeah, we didn't.
Are people
tease any of those.
wanting me to tell my ball cock story again? I replaced my ball cock. Is that what it was?
Maybe it was that.
Maybe.
The fact that you fixed your toilet.
I fixed my toilet. I replaced the ball cock.
Very
with a brand
good.
New ball cock.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Now,
It gave me a sense of purpose.
Did you spatchcock chicken?
Sense of accomplishment. As a matter of fact, I did. I had a very
Fix the ball cock and then you spatchcock.
I did. It was a cock weekend.
What is that?
the spatchcocking of chicken, is that the one where you crush it?
Pretty much, yeah. You really
splay it
it. Yeah.
You butterfly the hell out of it.
It cooks well.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, very good.
In like 10 seconds.
Coming up, we do have a couple of interesting pizza stories. A bizarre story involving the porno star Linda Lovelace.
She's not still alive.
No. And I never got that.
That's going way back.
She's as unattractive and unappealing.
Well,
she had a certain talent.
what have we always said, though?
It made a whole movie around what she could do.
Enthusiasm and attendance makes up for a lot.
yeah.
It does.
But probably at one time the most famous star of pornography in the world.
Yeah, it was probably, it was the first widely accepted X-rated movie.
Weren't you
Everybody saw
in
it.
New York during the phenomenon that was Deep Throat? I think you were.
To explain to someone who wasn't around then, it became kind of a joke thing.
Like
it
a
would
cult
be like,
classic. Like Rocky Horror Picture
Exactly.
Show.
It became a date night.
Like
Right.
Andy Warhol would show up for a screening or whatever, wouldn't he?
It would typically be, I'm trying to remember, it was behind the green door
Yes,
in Deep
and
Throat.
I saw that double feature at a drive-in.
Did you know?
Yes, I did.
I hope
That's,
you came
In the
across.
back seat of a car with my best friend from high school and her husband in the front seat.
Who was in the backseat?
No, me, by
Oh.
myself.
Did they get
Just
romantic?
furiously.
Just beat it like a speed bag.
Yeah, like you said, it was kind of
Feet
a
on the
comical, kind of
Yeah.
a comical thing you just had to see.
Terrible
Kind of, everybody
music.
was talking about it.
Go get
Yeah.
more popcorn.
We'll find out why it's. When you hear why it's in the news, it's really quite odd.
Open the green door. I got to know what's behind it.
That's all coming up.
More.
Right now, coming up is some interesting news in the world of sports. Chick McGee's already got one check mark on his shoe-in picks. Well, we'll get to that coming up.
Nailed the Broncos last night. They win 33-10 over the Saints in New Orleans. It was a tough one, yeah.
And then we have
For New Orleans fans.
Baseball news coming up. Right now, a little bit of survey news. Americans age 50 and over, a staggering 61% are kind of worried about having enough money when they retire. That's because the good days of the gold watch over. You don't get the gold watch and that pension for most jobs these days. So you got to take care of yourself and look ahead. Social Security probably won't cut it, so you might want to be thinking about something called an annuity. The experts on annuity, Silac Insurance. So what it's all about is trying to make sure that when the time comes, you got a check coming in every month. So Silac, the authority on annuities, and the way to contact them, of course, is to go to their website, silacins.com, just to get some information. And by the way, you can also go to bobandtom.com, where Chick McGee will walk you through contacting Silac to see what's going on. Certain restrictions apply. See if you qualify by heading to silacins.com, like I said. It's silacins.com. Or once again, you can just go to bobandtom.com, and Chickster will show you what's going on. And supposedly the awards for the best video appearance by a male named Chick.
Hi, I'm Chick McGee. You might remember me from the after-school special, Really Special, and the Bob and Tom Show.
Once again,
but I'm here for Silac.
SILAC. Check it out. It would be sure nice to have a nice check coming in when you retire every month. Find out what annuities are from the annuity experts at Silac. Also coming up today, this is the one I was trying to find before. We never got to it. There was a big party where everybody ate bear meat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Something went wrong. We'll tell you in a minute.
And I've got what could be my new favorite baseball nickname. I love it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, is it Kiki?
Nope.
Okay,
not
good.
Kiki.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Hello, Tom. How are you, Tom?
Hello, Chick McGee. I just was getting organized over here. Wanted to let you know that Pat Godwin's going to be doing some traveling. He'll be in Mason City, Illinois at the famous Mason City Limits Comedy Club. Saturday only. It's a one-nighter. If you want a chance to see Patty G., that's going to be a great show. Also, speaking of great shows, Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. That's technically in Larchwood, Iowa. It's right near Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Who's going to be there? Pat Godwin, Al Jackson, Jeff Oskay, and Josh Arnold. Just a couple Fridays away. In fact, just one Friday away. It's Friday night, October 25th. You guys are going to be there, so that'll be great. Another great comedy show. So, time now to check in with Chick McGee across the way. A couple quick sports scores? No?
Well, I beg your pardon, Tom. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Time to review what we learned yesterday.
Well, how about some stuff
maybe not.
We didn't learn yesterday because we never got to it. We were rushed off the show. We were in the middle of our Today in History, so this is a brief segment of Yesterday in History. Happy birthday, Rita Hayworth. She'd be 106 today. Isn't she the one that? Well, of course, there's the Shawshank Connection.
Sure, yeah.
But is she the one that Sinatra was crazy about?
That was Ava Gardner.
Oh, Ava Gardner. Okay. I get confused.
My daughter's named after her.
Ava Gardner, who looked 35 years old when she was at 17.
She was beautiful, chick. Beautiful woman.
Evel Knievel, born in this date in 1938.
Born on yesterday's date.
Oh, right. Sorry, that's right.
Well, look,
Yeah,
it's confusing.
we did get to those, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We did get to
Evil
those.
Knievel and Awful Knaawful. That's how they got the.
He was the great grandson of great grandson of medieval Knievel.
That's correct.
He's an older gent. I remember this. Yeah, then the rest of these got too depressing because all these people had died already. I
misspoke. It is time to go to sports. You
want to review a couple things from yesterday?
Shohei Ohtani hit a leadoff homer, scored 4 times. Mookie Betts, Mookie.
That's a pretty good name.
He went deep, drove in 4 runs, and the Dodgers routed the Mets 10-2.
Whoa.
Meet the Mets. Breathe the Mets. And now the Dodgers lead that best of 7, 3-1. It's referred to here as a lopsided series now. Betts had a 2-run homer and a 2-run double among his 4 hits. Max Muncy extended his streak of reaching base safely in 12 plate appearances.
Now, you said you had a new favorite nickname in baseball?
Pinch hitter John Kenzie Noel tied the score with a 2-out home run in the 9th. This is him, my new favorite nickname, John Kenzie Noel. They call him Big Christmas.
Oh.
And here's what it sounded like to hit. He hit the home run to tie the baseball game. This is Guardians Baseball Radio Network.
Swung on and hammered high, deep to left, away out of here. Bedlam in Cleveland.
And here's the Spanish broadcast of John Kenzie.
El lanzamiento viene al plato. ¡Batazo!
Can you turn that up a little bit?
¡Feliz Navidad!
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah.
That's not me. That's him.
No, I know.
Feliz Navidad. Yes, sir.
The level of enthusiasm.
Big Christmas. And then David Fry had the honor of hitting the walk-off home run. Here's Guardians Radio Network again.
Swung on, hit high, hit deep to left. There she goes. How about that? A walk-off, two-run home run to the bleachers and left by David Fry.
Yes, sir. Big Christmas. John Kenzie Noel.
That's great.
Boy, oh boy! I don't think it'll ever get better than that. Nicknames.
That is a great nickname.
That's a great nickname.
And the Spanish-speaking announcers are amazing. They're so good, so enthusiastic.
They are very good. Let's listen one more time, shall we?
El lanzamiento viene al plato. ¡Batazo! ¡Feliz Navidad!
Oh, that's great.
That's too much. Show some professionalism.
Yeah, a little decorum.
Yeah, please.
So they're clearly rooting for.
Yes, they're cheering for the John Kenzie in general and the Guardians in particular.
Yeah,
yes,
okay,
that's
good.
exactly right.
Now, is there also a
Big Hanukkah?
No, is there also a Spanish broadcast that
goes the other way?
Goes the other way.
Sure, for the Dodgers, yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, for the
Yankees.
The Yankees broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is. We don't have it.
No, I didn't. Just kind of wondering
but it's always
what they're doing.
Yeah.
Probably a little more subdued.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Great.
Maybe they're singing Silent Night.
Well, everybody hates Christmas a little bit, huh? Yeah. Well, this is just great. Super duper.
I'm sorry. There were a couple things you wanted to review from yesterday's show.
Huh? You did.
Pat had a special request for his song called "Steal My Identity." Because there's a lot of identity theft out there, and you'd like yours stolen so they can just pay off some of your bills.
Exactly, yeah.
They're more than welcome. You gave your Social Security number, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We found out about an unusual recipe. Anybody remember what that was?
Sweet potato poon.
It is called sweet potato poon.
From the kitchen of Al Roker.
That's right.
Al Roker. The origin of the term poon is not mentioned. They don't seem to...
He says he doesn't know. It was a passed down through the family, but... I'm suspicious.
There's only one definition for poon.
Right?
Yeah, someone knew what they were doing in that family.
Yes.
And the rest quite didn't. And
it's passed down all these years.
I'm guessing it's Grandpa Roker is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was some...
I'm guessing it's a man,
Maybe
for
an
sure.
uncle that was in Nam. And,
Yeah. I'm just pleased that it goes against the stereotype.
Oh,
They're
my
eating.
gosh.
Okay, all right. It is always nice when
He's always been fascinated by that. I don't know who told him that.
I know who told me that.
The aspect of
my friend Lance. Lance is Lance is
it reminds me of that Office episode where they tell Michael that all these nonsense words are actually very, very hip, and Michael believes them, and he starts using the words, and they just keep laughing at him.
My buddy Lance always open to cigarettes from the bottom.
Here we go. Yeah, why is that, Tom?
Wait, it's the same guy? Those two things that you've been telling us about black culture are from one dude?
Yeah, that's the only black person he knew till Ace.
Absolutely. That's the only black guy he knew till
Man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, every black guy's mom is named Cheryl. Did you know that?
I knew that. Yeah. Unbelievable.
He opened his cigarettes from the bottom because he didn't want to get...
So which is it? He either gives it plenty of attention or not, or so much attention that he doesn't want to get it on his cigarettes, or he ignores it completely.
Because he didn't want that substance anywhere near his lips.
No, I know, but those are somewhat conflicting stereotypes.
Yeah, but you know... in any event, we have petitioned...
to get you off the air?
Ms. Hooker.
I'd sign that.
Ms. Hooker will be making
the
so-called sweet potato poon.
Oh.
And I have asked her to do two different versions, one without the pineapple.
Yeah, because there's pineapple, crushed pineapple in it.
That's not the recipe.
Because we want...
It's just because... No, it's because he doesn't like pineapple.
I know.
What if I said I was allergic to pineapple?
You'd be lying.
That's correct. I didn't say I was. I said, what if I said I was allergic to pineapple? Once again, that's Al Roker's recipe, and you can look that up. And he's got a new book out, Al Roker's Recipes to Live By.
There you go.
So, it sounds really good. The sweet potato poon, and there's a lot of ironically, a lot of brown sugar in it.
Well, of course, it's sweet potato casserole. That's what you do with it.
That's not the point.
I know.
Did you see how brown he was?
Do you see what I'm doing?
He
trying
is
to
just
push us in another
he is
direction.
just beside
The
himself.
Stones don't even sing that anymore.
I think the only reason I think that we don't get in trouble for stuff like that is people realize how stupid you are. I think, oh, bless his heart.
Yeah, well, exactly.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
So anyway, we're going to have
Goofy
Ms. Hooker is going to make us some sweet potato poon. I'm hoping with and without
pineapple.
Without the pineapple.
Tis the season for that kind of thing.
Yeah, we're getting right there.
Thanksgiving.
The autumnal meal.
Yeah.
Do you like the sweet potato casserole?
I do, but I also like every day. Well, almost every day I have a plain sweet potato.
So do I.
I just love the flavor.
Do you bake them in the oven or do you
I
microwave
have
them?
this new microwave potato cooker that is absolutely fantastic.
Is it
better than
appliance?
the sleeve that you gave me?
Way better than the sleeve. In fact, I apologize for giving you that sleeve.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is this?
I found the potatoes you get in the store that are already wrapped up. You just throw them in the microwave
Those
for
aren't
7
bad.
minutes.
Yeah,
and
those are pretty good.
Those are pretty good.
What is this thing? Is it like a?
It just looks like a round dish, almost like a cake Tupperware holder, but a little shorter. And it 2 sweet potatoes, 11 minutes, and they're perfect.
Really?
Yes.
And is it called the potato cooker or something?
I don't remember. I'll have to.
Is it glass?
It's not.
Is it called the poon cooker?
It is called the poon the
Poon
steamer.
Steamer. You guys steam your poon, Tom.
Oh, sure.
I thought the gynecologist advised against that. Okay, here we had a very interesting news article from the Cowboy State Daily that due to fire hazard conditions, the U.S.
Can't brand cattle anymore.
No, the U.S. Forest Service says rangers in Wyoming can no longer blow up the carcasses of dead horses.
Yeah.
And we found out that they were doing that because that it was attracting the large dead horse carcasses were attracting grizzly bears. Mm-hmm. So they would fill them with dynamite and blow them up.
Man. You think you
Then we had a
want
hell of
the
a song,
grizzlies eating the horses and not people?
Yeah, I guess they just don't want them anywhere near the area.
Yeah, they want to have the.
But you're right. It seems like a nice natural way to take care of it.
Mother Nature taking care of its own.
But eventually, when there are no horses, the grizzlies might come a knocking.
Here we come.
And we had a hell of a song, Dead Horses.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
how
that
good
was.
was?
Did you rewrite that for us?
Well, I had 2 choices yesterday. I went with the one I thought was more original. I had something that I use as a running gag that I should have done.
Go ahead, do that.
Want me to do that?
Yeah, sure. grab a guitar.
I forgot we tortured you all morning.
No, once again, there's a one of the weaker Stone songs, "Dead Flowers." You turned into
if not the weakest. Oh, this horse song.
On a trail out in Wyoming.
Oh, yeah.
I found a horse dead on the ground. There were vultures overhead, a horrible smell, and flies all around. The first thing I thought was we'll blow him up and we won't have to dig a big grave. We can't just leave him there because of the bears. Soon they'll be coming out of their caves. I went to the forest, found a horse with no pulse. I was gonna grab some TNT. We can't blow him up, the ranger had to explain that it could start a fire on account of no rain. La 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 la. I should have gone with this. La 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 la. La,
La la.
I don't know about you guys. I think I like the other one better. Really? Yeah, didn't you guys? Didn't you all kind of like the other one better?
A little more original. We've heard this one.
Yeah, that one is a little tried.
Yeah.
It's
well worn.
The old rule of thumb: if you're going to do a parody, do it of a song people know.
Yeah.
Or
should have asked
or a
around.
song that isn't terrible.
2 in a row. Boy,
yeah, that's good.
That's got to
Gosh.
sting.
So I don't know.
Dead flower.
I love that song.
It doesn't say what they're going to do with them now. that they can't explode the dead horses.
Do they still? They don't still brand livestock.
Sure.
Yeah, they
heat,
do.
they? I thought it was
yeah.
like, isn't there like an indelible marker or something instead of?
Oh, they have done the marker thing before.
Burning them.
But
Yeah.
I think they do brand
Dip
still.
them in the.
Like a Sharpie?
Yeah. It seems
Now, we
like,
cringe when we, think about being branded. Does it bother the cattle that much?
Well,
I'm
I
sure
think,
it doesn't feel
I think.
good.
I think the only way that rumor got started is guilty cowboys. Oh no, they're fine. They like it.
I mean, they stand there and take it.
Well,
I wouldn't.
They strap them down so they can't move.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, like
They hold
babies.
them down.
Babies take circumcision too.
Oh, I saw that.
They lay there and take it.
I was told babies don't feel that.
You know they stake them out, the babies.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What else did we miss yesterday?
They hammer and nail into a board.
We had a lot of people send us emails about where they'd had intimate activities.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of exciting places. Graveyards, for one. And we kind of did a quick review of that. No need to do it again, apparently. Chick started a shoe into the week picks. They're posted, and the first one's already come through. You picked the Thursday nighter.
Want to know?
You
The
picked
running tab.
picked the Broncos.
28 and 23 so far in the season.
We talked with actor Drew Powell, who is one of the performers in the Menendez Brothers movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently
Monsters.
on Netflix, and he had to leave early to go do quote-unquote firearms training for a secret project he's working on. And I'm certainly looking forward to that. So that kind of wraps everything up. Good to know. And I'll let you know about what else is coming up in a matter of moments. But first, we have to talk a little bit about Prize Picks.
We're in the heart of football season, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody, and the app is easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport, then pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money. Just that simple. Here's some options you could pick this week. Jaden Daniels to throw more or less than 235.5 passing yards. Saquon Barkley to have more or less than 85.5 rushing yards. And Joe Burrow to throw more or less than 1.5 passing touchdowns. Prize Picks even invented flex play, so you can still cash out even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Check out prizepicks.com or just download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code TOM and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks. Get $50 credit instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states where it's lawful to wager. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Have some fun with Prize Picks. Thank you very much, Chick McGee. I'm looking at this list of things we did yesterday, and it says here right at the top, Christy Lee was put on probation for her dirty mouth.
What'd I say?
I'm not sure, but if it's on the record, it's on the record. Your Honor.
Well, I apologize.
Now, real quick, Mr. Pat Godwin, one show only, Mason City, Illinois, at the Mason City Limits Comedy Club, Saturday night only. Mm-hmm. And then a week from tonight, as a matter of fact, it'll be Friday the 25th of October. It's the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Event Center near Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Larchwood, Iowa, featuring Pat Godwin, Al Jackson, Jeff Oskay, and your host, that guy right there. It's Josh Arnold.
Hi. And Christy, you went to say stick shift yesterday morning.
Oh, that's right.
And you said something else.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
I used
Something
the D
about
word.
some guy named Dick.
Right.
Dick this, Dick that.
You can't say that?
Nope. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great, no matter what life throws at you.
Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. You could lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals, based on a randomized, controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise.
With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons.
Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat.
Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use the code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. We're all here in our places. Hello, Tom.
In your place is the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
Yes, it is. Are you still using toilet paper? Really?
Ew.
Are you still driving around in a horse and buggy? Are you still sitting there watching the radio? Come on.
Your bum itches. You got a bad case of crack attack. That's because you didn't get yourself nice and spiffy.
Dump your toilet paper roll. Wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean pants down. And yes, it is like a shower in the middle of the day.
A couple things before we move on. We did find out about a new alleged trend in fashion. Pants with only one leg.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see this really taking off.
I kind of like that. I kind of like the arm. Like a basketball player, I see it most often. Like he's had some muscle pulled or something. He puts a sleeve on to keep his arm warm or something. I kind of like that.
Well,
That's cool.
The one outfit in this photograph has a lady with there's one sleeve and then one pant leg.
Oh,
yeah.
So
is it the corresponding arm
balanced.
or one arm and the other side leg?
Yeah, I think it was the yin yang.
Yeah, opposite. Yeah, I guess it'll get tongues a wagging. I don't see that happening.
You know what else causes tongues to wag?
What's that?
You know.
Oh yeah, Al Roker's
down there.
Okay, all right, thank you very
Al
much.
Roker's grandpa.
Very helpful.
Grandpa Poon.
Yeah, very helpful. Once again, Al Roker has a new recipe book.
Tell me a story, Poon.
Speaking of stories, what's going on in the storied world of sports right now?
Right over here? We had an NFL game last night. I hope you had Broncos minus the 3. I did.
Gather around, kids, and listen to your old Papa Poon.
Tell us that story, Papa Poon.
Well, I call this one.
You and Grandma were in a fitting room at Macy's, is that right? Oh, yeah. She got in there and tried that skirt on. Next thing you know, it was up over my head. No.
Okay.
Grandpa.
Oh, Grandpa.
Javonte Williams rushed for 2 touchdowns. Denver Broncos win, and Coach Sean Payton's return to New Orleans. Boy, they don't like him right now. Beating the banged up and hurting Saints 33-10. Bo Nix passed for 164 yards, Stevie's kid, and ran for 75 yards for Denver. The Broncos outgained New Orleans 389-271, while sending New Orleans to their 5th straight loss. They started out 2-0, Tom. And then
the stinking, the
stinkeroo,
the aroma,
and then the wheels fell off. And Josh, you're closest, so keep an eye on Tom for this next story.
All right.
The Cleveland Browns are moving out of their lakefront home. The team officially announced yesterday plans to leave their 25-year-old stadium on the shores of Lake Erie when the lease expires in 2028 and move to a domed facility in suburban Brook Park.
Oh.
Despite the city's efforts to keep in Cleveland. Now, are you okay,
I'm
Tom?
all right.
You all right?
Yeah.
Do you know where Brook Park is?
Yeah, sure.
Anything interesting in Brook Park?
I'm sure there's lots of interesting things. I've never been there.
Cleveland. Really? Huh.
Where is it around Cleveland? South, north, east, west?
The center of the
West.
heart. No, it's not.
West?
It's
Okay.
not. They're moving out of downtown. Yeah. So that'd be on the west side.
Okay.
This, according to Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb. Of course, he was part of the Bibb brothers.
I thought you were going to say the lettuce.
Saturday Night Fever.
What?
The Bibb brothers.
The Gibbs.
Oh, it's Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Oh, I'm sorry. He says he met with Browns owner Jimmy and Dee Haslam, who announced their intent to relocate the NFL team to suburban Brook Park, despite the city's efforts to keep it in Cleveland. I don't think they're going to be called the Brook Park Browns, though. It'll be the Cleveland Browns still.
Well, they don't call the New York Giants the New Jersey Giants.
Well, they should. Don't you think? To be correct?
Or the Jets.
Oh, yeah, the Jersey Jets.
Did you see? May I interject in sports?
I can't help but think of any way to stop you ever.
Zach Wilde will perform the national anthem before the Browns and Bengals game Sunday.
The Zach
first
Wilde?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame game, they're calling it. Robert Cool Bell of Kool and the Gang will do the coin toss, and Foreigner, who will be inducted into the Rock Hall on Saturday, will do the halftime show.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
That's kind of cool on a rock theme.
Where's Pete?
Pete's not on
No
here.
mention of Pete?
I know.
Black Label Society may have a new album out. I feel like I've been listening to some.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Mets fans will get a little
Wait.
help. Mets fans tonight.
The Black Label Society?
Yeah.
Zach Wilde.
I'm sure Tom doesn't know who Zach is.
Yeah, Zach Wilde.
Zach
I
Wilde's
know
band.
he's wild. It's not W-I-L-D. I know that.
He was Ozzy's guy for a long time.
W-I-L-D-E.
Right now he's in Pantera.
Exactly.
Guitar player?
Yeah.
Ah.
Mets fans get a little help when they'll sing "My Girl" tonight at Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. The Temptations
Oh, that's cool.
will be in the ballpark.
They wheeled out.
Team says,
Well, I mean, I'm not sure how many are still extant, if you will.
Guys.
Yeah. Did you mean to say the Temptation?
they're being billed
last
as the
temptation of
Temptations.
Christ.
And tonight we have the Temptations, grandsons, who will be.
The four-time Grammy Award winners will perform the Star Spangled Banner at Citi Field.
Aw.
Immediately after the national anthem, they'll sing "My Girl,"
Who doesn't love My Girl?
their 1964 song.
I don't know your girl, but I'm sure I'd love her.
Everybody is. I got sunshine.
Do we know how many are still around?
Mets
I don't.
shortstop
Maybe one.
Francisco Lindor switched his walk-up music before plate appearances this
I've got
season.
shingles
Inside my
To my
and a broken hip.
Boy, I never thought this
My
was
death.
going to go this way.
My nerves.
Upcoming my death.
Okay. Well, there over the
Well.
years, there have been something like 25 different temps.
Was it the Temptations or Four Tops where he went to the hospital and said, I'm a singer, and they wanted to put him on a psych hold?
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no, I swear to God, I was on one of the. And they were like, no, sir. Sure you were, sir. Sure you were.
It doesn't look like any of like the originals are still. Oh, I
Touring.
guess one of them. is.
Otis Williams, the last original member
Well,
of
I
the
think-
Temptations,
There you
still
go.
performing at 82.
I think
Good for him.
Some of they went on solo careers, didn't they? I think
Eddie Kendricks.
I don't know. Keep on trucking, baby.
David Ruffin.
We can now start. The NBA season is ready to start because Kawhi Leonard's injured. He'll be out for the foreseeable future. Ongoing
They
rehabilitation from
Take better care of themselves.
inflammation to his right knee. We just need some more inflammation on the situation. And
Who exactly
we'll
is
get back
that?
to you.
Is that the are you the
He-
Colonel?
He plays for the they call him the Colonel. He plays for the LA Clippers. Kawhi Leonard. NHL last night, Josh. The Blues win in overtime.
Oh, sweet.
How about that? 1-0. They beat the Isles.
Yeah.
Also, New Jersey, Tampa Bay, Los Angeles, Columbus, Washington, the Rangers, Edmonton.
1-0 in overtime.
O'Brien's.
That had to be exciting.
Chicago and Seattle.
For God's sake, somebody shoot the puck and put it in the net. I paid for these tickets.
Or they're great
He's right.
goalies.
It was either super exciting or just so boring.
Yeah.
Anybody know how to shoot?
Those go either way. But the overtime had to have been so
Once again from last night, John Kenzie Noel tied the score with a 2-out home run in the 9th inning. Here's what it sounded like on Spanish. Cleveland Guardians radio.
El lanzamiento viene al plato. ¡Batazo! ¡Feliz Navidad!
Big Christmas.
¡Feliz Navidad!
So drunk.
I think he does sound like he does.
You sound so good.
Yeah, this is what happens when you do a beer an inning.
The program director or the general manager who doesn't know anything about radio will come in and go, "Do you remember what you did? Do you remember? Well, let's play it for you, shall we?" Oh. Well, gee, people seem to love it.
I understand the FCC has been cracking down on cursing on
in foreign languages,
Spanish language radio.
Oh, okay.
Because how are those guys going to know?
Is that right?
Yeah, there's been some.
Isn't that the first thing you do, though? Find out what the bad words are in all the languages, right?
That's what they do in high school classes now. First day you walk in.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. Teacher gets up there. Are you Mr. Maird? No, that's the first word we're going to learn today.
Isn't the F? Would you say the F word's the most popular word in the world?
I think everybody knows what it means. Yeah.
Of all languages.
That's a good question.
Probably.
I bet it is.
I think the most commonly used English thing I think would be the term "okay."
That's got to be huge.
You hear "okay" a lot.
You know, that's a political, like old Kinderhook or something. That's what that sounds. It sounds like a presidential campaign.
We'll review that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hey, chick.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great.
Good. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good.
Good.
We
My
can
new
stop this
attitude, Tom.
quickly. That's over. Next.
There's Jess Hooker. She's here.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Thank you, Chick. Steven Singer is a jeweler you can trust. Why? Because he stands behind his jewelry with the best guarantee in the business. A full 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. IHateStevenSinger.com is the place to check him out. Steven Singer Jewelers.
And Steven Singer would like to thank everybody who came out last night for Thursday night all-you-can-eat ravioli night.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Thursday, wasn't it?
Another
that
success.
never happened.
They had all the coin-operated horses going last night.
Dude, it was a melee. It was great.
It was unbelievable. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk, and here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much. And as you mentioned, we've been joined by Ms. Hooker, Jessica Hooker. She is also a chef with some skill, and she has been commissioned. She has been commissioned to create the Al Roker recipe known as sweet potato poon.
Yeah.
When are we going to be doing that?
I thought I'd save it for November, right?
Yeah, for
Thanksgiving.
November's good poon eating time.
Right.
Yeah,
Cuffing season, right? Yeah.
You want to?
But I think the poon aspect is, Christy, I don't know if you know this or if you've heard this, but if you want to enhance your flavor, you eat pineapple.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah,
if that's
I've heard that, but
what?
I've heard it for men.
For men. I don't know about for women. But
I've heard it for women. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
I've
put
heard
that in a hot
men.
tub. That's good eating.
Do you think Martha Stewart puts a
little lemon down there?
No,
what do you call it? A sprig?
A sprig of rosemary, maybe?
Or a pineapple ring around.
Like Steak and Shake's cottage cheese?
Yeah.
What do you call the thing when you take like just the skin of a lemon and you take that little
zest?
Zest.
Yeah.
A zest of lemon.
Yeah.
Okay, but once again, this Al Roker has a cookbook and he has a recipe called sweet potato poon.
Yeah, and you add crushed pineapple to what looks like a traditional
sweet potato
casserole.
I have had that type, and it's way better than it sounds.
Yeah. Okay.
The sweetness, the pineapple is not overpowering.
Okay.
Real good.
The word poon doesn't mean anything
I'm
else.
I'm going to look it up. There's got to be
it
another.
Comes from it started in the military, I think.
Well, a harpoon, like maybe
poontang
whaling.
No,
the whalers would take a harpoon.
It's short for poontang.
Yes.
Short for punani from the Caribbean.
Okay, yeah.
It's a great Ted Nugent song.
Oh, I don't know it.
Wang dang sweet poontang.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, yeah. Yeah, we played that at my father's funeral.
Yeah. I'm not seeing Al
Have you
Roker
seen-
jamming with Ted.
Have you seen the Menendez brothers on Netflix yet?
What about
I
it?
have.
You said that you played, what was it at your father's funeral?
The Ted Nugent song.
Wang
Yeah.
Dang Sweet Poontang. They actually do play "Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You"
Yeah.
by Milli
They do,
Vanilli
yes.
when they say goodbye
Oh,
to
yeah.
And that
their
was
mom.
true. They did
That's
do
true.
that.
Hilarious.
Lyle did, yeah.
Girl, I'm gonna miss you.
you. Apparently, poon is several varieties of an East Indian tree.
Uh huh.
Well, that's one definition.
Or is
all
it a
right.
bush? Well, in any event, whatever poon may be, we have poon updates coming up in the news. Let me ask you this before we get back to the sports desk, Miss Hooker. Are you familiar with the name Linda Lovelace?
Yeah, I know Linda. I mean, not personally, but yeah.
Did you ever see the famous film that she is in?
No.
Deep Throat.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I saw that
it
one.
was. There really isn't anything to compare it to in contemporary culture. Obviously, in the whole Watergate scenario, Deep Throat was the nickname of the source.
Right.
Because at the time in the early 70s, Deep Throat became a cultural phenomenon in which traditionally, let's just say, regular folk would go see this pornographic movie. Christy pointed out, kind of like Rocky Horror.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was like
okay.
a cult thing. Everybody
Yeah.
wanted to go
but
see
it was,
it.
to see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't like you're going, let's go see some porn. It was kind of.
Couples night. It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I remember I went and left after about 10 minutes.
of course you did.
Well, it was so boring, and all the music was terrible. And Linda Lovelace is a hideous looking woman. And
Who goes to a
She's
porn and
hideous?
listen to them?
she's ridiculous, awful,
Tom does.
curly hair. I hated
Oh,
it.
She was
curly
very.
hair.
She had a lot of hair.
got a lot of
Lot
hair.
of hair.
It was just
Everywhere,
hideous.
yeah.
Well, I love the time.
Back in the 70s, it was.
But it was sort of like the. Now, did you ever go see the Rocky Horror Picture Show on a Friday night at midnight?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing?
In
And
high school, yeah, sure.
Did you throw the toast at the screen?
Right, right.
Yeah, this was very similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people would.
Here we go. Here we go.
People would throw hot dogs, albeit foot long, at the screen. No, but it was like a date night thing, right?
Yeah.
There is a part in the movie, though, and I think it's right at the beginning when the Harry Reams, the doctor, makes this
That's
diagnosis.
the name of the pornographic
on
actor, Harry Reams.
What's wrong with
Not his
Linda
real
Lovelace.
name.
And she demonstrates on Harry what's wrong with her, and it looks like a magic trick.
Yeah, it
as
does.
what
it was
she's-
some-
what
quite
she's
something.
doing.
What was wrong with her?
Well, her
Her
arousal
her
area
button
was in her
throat
as opposed to
instead of down
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Deep throat.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So she loved doing it.
Right.
Oh well, and
Okay.
then of course, then the true story came out, and it was this horrible
Well, let's
tragedy.
not-
And
Well, she did a lot of it at gunpoint. I
There,
guess.
there may have
drugs might have been.
there may have been
coercion.
Right.
may have been loaded weapons pointed at her. At
Yeah,
the time.
everything about it
She
is
may have
just
been
awful.
into that too. You don't know.
She says she was. Well, no. Who knows if it even happened? It's,
But the
tough
reason
to
we
say.
bring it up, maybe we should just get the story up.
Maybe they took the clip out. I don't know.
Christy, do you want to hear the?
Yes, a company has brought iconic porn star Linda Lovelace back to life in the form of an AI chatbot.
Have they really?
I mean,
Yeah.
this is just so awful.
From for people who wanted this.
Yeah, no kidding.
EVA AI, which offers a range of human-like partner users can talk to, used extensive archival material, historical data, and models of the actress's real-life speech, mannerisms, as well as experiences to create a digital duplicate of the late Deep Throat star.
Yeah.
You will be able to chat with the digital avatar of Ms. Lovelace
I
through
don't think
text
that's what-
messages
First of all,
and
that's not what they would want to do.
voice notes, as well as share videos and photos. Camilla S., she doesn't give her last name, head of brand EVA AI, told the Daily Star, quote, "We wanted to offer users an opportunity to gather more insight into her life, work, and legacy through a respectful and informative platform."
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Who's going to want to log on to a robot of Linda Lovelace and have a talk with her?
There are plenty out
yeah.
there, but yeah, it does seem.
I mean, her fans are probably too old to even know how.
AI works?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Tom Selleck. I'm going to guide you through this and talk about reverse mortgages. It just seems
How
like
dare you besmirch Tom Selleck?
and a chat box is not the box they're interested in. I didn't stay long enough in the movie. Did she ever do anything other than Were there ever any other orifices that were attended by?
I forget.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember there was a campy theme song to it.
Oh, yes.
I just remember the music was awful, and it was
All the 70s born films had campy.
Well,
music.
no,
But I mean, it had vocals.
It's got the great scene that you love where she's driving to the doctor's office at the beginning, and the music's horrible, the instrumental, whatever they use.
God. And then she Linda Lovelace ended up being the star of that TV show. What was it, Mel's Diner?
No, that was Linda Lavin.
Oh, really?
A different Linda.
I thought she'd gone on to the legitimate theater and had a
bet you
career.
the
It was not in
producer-
Alice.
I bet you the producer of Alice thought it was Linda Lovelace.
I said Linda.
I said, I don't care any Linda.
Maybe
will
at the
do.
audition. How'd you get the gig? But how far are we away from the estate of Marilyn Monroe selling whatever for a new movie? I think it's going to happen.
You know, that may have been why they started with Linda Lovelace. Hey, are we going to get sued for this? Nobody cares what you do with her likeness and image.
Yeah.
I assume somebody had to sign off on it.
Who knows?
But yeah, so it's out there. This could be the beginning of.
She could have a whole new fan base.
Yeah, she could.
Yeah.
Well, there's a huge.
But that's a whole different thing.
There's a huge corporation that's probably behind Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if the price is right.
Well,
I mean, if you were her long lost son and someone say, "Look, we got $50 million to get your mom to,"
well,
along with the L.A. Raiders, you'd be going, "Well, maybe if it was the Washington Football Club."
I mean, you could argue that the fan base for Marilyn Monroe is older than the Linda Lovelace.
Oh, absolutely.
Argue.
Way older.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She'd been dead for 10 years, I think.
We have more AI news coming up, and it's staggering.
And what's your beef with AI, Tom?
Well, my main beef is that they don't put periods after the A and the I, so if you're using Helvetica, it looks like Al. Helvetica needs to redesign their typeface. It's really driving.
Well, then it wouldn't be
crazy.
Helvetica.
Use another typeface.
Yes,
there
yes.
are 1,000 font
Find
styles.
another one. I went to.
This is like asking people to change their religion.
I went to.
If it's not in Helvetica, I don't read it.
It's like
But you don't like it.
Neuve or something. Neuve or no.
Oh, I like that.
I mean, the standard was Times New Roman
Right.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell the lowercase L from an uppercase I.
Even
It's
with Times
annoying.
New Roman? No, Times New Roman, I know, has the things on the
That's
eyes.
probably some.
And I'm sure that I'm in the minority, but I will live and die on the hill of Comic Sans.
I
You
knew
darn
that was
right.
coming.
I
I
love
loved
it.
Comic Sans.
Love
Yes.
Comic Sans.
You a
See,
child.
look at all this. Look, all my.
I know.
All my.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I know
Hate
your morning Vespers. You
I read them in Comic Sans. That's exactly right. Why
would,
wouldn't I?
would that be funny? You go to some church and their hymnals.
Comic Sans. Boy, what was this choice?
See, this title, look, Commander Song, is in Comic Sans.
God, delete this.
Yeah.
We want Dallas!
It's interesting that song that Dallas is more mentioned
Prominent than
more
Washington.
more prominent
I'm
than Washington.
just playing that part, dickhead.
Now, why
because you
did-
look at me to
I got
turn
in
it
trouble
off.
for saying
I'm
dick
sorry.
yesterday.
I'm
He did.
sorry.
Yes, but I'm a boy.
I'm,
All right.
There'll be no more name calling.
You can use other parts.
DB. DB, could you get to the announcement about the quality of those wonderful earbuds from Raycon?
Raycon everyday earbuds. You get up for your morning. You put whatever you're doing in the morning, your routine. You put your earbuds in, right? You read your devotional. You go on the treadmill. You
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. That's
Need a song,
exactly
Pat.
right.
Comic Sans.
Comic-
By Raycon.
Comic Sans.
Raycon. Oh, I love
Raycon, you know the name of Raycon. You know the
Oh, my
fame
God.
of
What's
that?
Raycon.
That reference-
10 times as louder than
I have no
some
regular.
other
idea.
kind.
That reference is for 8 people.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't
That's
either.
The
That's
King
the-
Kong animated show.
King Kong cartoon.
I love that cartoon.
God.
King Kong was a hero in that cartoon.
Oh, yes.
Raycon's latest product update. Get a load of this. They've got a 32-hour battery life. That's more than a day, people. Multi-point connectivity lets you pair with 2 devices at once. A new quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery, and active noise cancellation. Plus, swell new colors like bluish violet and forest green, and Raycons come with a 30-day guarantee. So if you need to return them, I've never heard of that, but they make it pretty easy. So stop all the fuss. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 20 to 50% off everything site-wide. That's up to 50% off everything on Raycon's website. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Love those Raycon earbuds. Dog walkers, they're fantastic. You can listen to this show, for example, on the Raycons. Real quick survey. Where's Pat Godwin on a Saturday night, Christy Lee?
Saturday night, he's in Mason City, Illinois.
What's he going to be doing?
He's going to be doing his comedy show.
How good is it going to be?
Very good. You don't want to miss
It's
it.
going to be awesome.
Parking the cars, right?
Go see Patty G coming up on Saturday night at Mason City. Also, while I'm at it, he'll be singing opera. It's Haywood Banks at the Delphi. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's not singing opera. It's just at the Delphi Opera House. So if you're near Delphi, Saturday night, go see Mr. Banks. We're coming right back. We'll dip our toes into the world of sports. We have a hilarious Buster Keaton-esque video to watch in which it looks like this woman's killed, but she's not. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to say good morning to Josh Arnold at I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair because his mouth is full.
Good morning, Nerdkick. I'm enjoying a lovely Gala apple.
Oh.
My favorite.
You eat fruit?
Tell him it's dipped in caramel.
I was just going to say.
It's dipped in pizza.
Boy, does anybody like candy apples?
Awful.
Yes.
Oh, no, I love them.
No
Awful.
good.
You don't like
Horrible.
candied apples?
Very good.
Terrible.
Oh,
Caramel apples
Caramel
I like.
apples,
I don't like the candied
No.
ones. You're right.
Awful. They
You
always-
don't like caramel apples on a stick?
it's when you're a kid, it looks great. It's like, remember those gigantic lollipops? You always wanted one as soon as you got one.
They're
These
gr-
suck.
Do you just hate joy?
No, Tom's right on both those.
No.
Yeah,
I can't eat a whole one, but I'd share it with someone. You got to have one this season.
The apple, yes.
Yeah.
Caramel apple.
I don't know what's on the candy apple, the red stuff.
Yeah, I
Almost
don't
like
know
a
what that
Jolly
is. I
Rancher
don't like
hard.
that. Yeah.
Just make up your mind. Do you want candy or do you want an
Yes.
apple?
Let's
I
stop
want
mixing
both.
candy and
Yeah,
fruit.
don't fool us with that stuff.
Keep them separated.
What about fruit roll?
Keep them separated.
I never cared for fruit roll-ups.
You talk to a dentist about fruit roll-ups. It's how to get his new boat.
Isn't that what
It's
edible
the cavities
underwear is?
caused
Exactly what
by
edible
fruit
underwear
roll-ups.
is.
Yeah, that's exactly what edible
It just
underwear
glues
Yeah.
the sugar to kids' teeth.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you ever eat underwear off somebody?
That's like a fruit roll-up,
That's
right?
fruit
I never really hung with what you might
Valentine's
call
Day.
a hose.
So a woman who wears edible underwear is a hoe?
I've never. Christy, have you?
No.
No.
God, no.
Is that a seasonal thing? I imagine in the summer it would be a little.
Valentine's
Little
Day.
sticky.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Sure.
I didn't know you waxed down there. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't. I just removed my edible underwear and ripped them all out.
Now, have you ever removed a pair of regular undies with your teeth?
Oh, really? You've done that?
What were your hands tied?
Like ripped them or
Ripped
just
them
like
off?
took them
just
nip
down
them
the
and take
leg?
them off.
Just kind of, take
Pull
your
'em
time a
down
little bit,
with
pull
your
them down, and remove
Excuse
them.
me.
Whoa.
Is this a sportscast? I
Hey,
was
look.
wondering.
Josh?
Tom,
I want to hear if you've removed a pair of panties
There's
with your
no
teeth,
way.
Tom.
you've got to do it.
Yes or no
He
answer. It's
doesn't
very
have that
good.
kind of time.
You remove your.
This is
clothing.
only for reproduction.
I'll be there at 7:15.
Take that.
Coming up in
Mommy!
the news. Actually, we do have something that's kind of related to that coming up in the news.
Tom, can I finish this apple on the air because otherwise it's going to brown a little bit?
It's already browning. This place
Let
has
me-
got radiation.
you know,
all
there's
through
no-
it.
That's true.
I love the sound effect of an apple being bitten into.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it? It's the
Let's hear
best. Yeah.
That's it.
That's pretty good.
No, that was really weak.
Here's that.
Well, he's right. It sounds much better if I bite into the apple
Because you
itself.
would cut a slice off.
This leads to we're going to have to leave sports briefly. We have an interesting story. Do you have that video? Did you find that video that I asked you about? The background on this. Just
Do you want me to
Josh,
do the story?
This is really worth seeing.
Okay,
And this is there's an apple involved. Go ahead, you find it. I wanted to make sure she found it.
Are we talking about the India lady?
Yes.
A viral video shows a woman in India narrowly avoiding serious injury after a huge water tank falls on top of her.
Oh.
The short clip features a woman walking down the street, eating an apple when a large water tank falls directly on top of her.
You're right. It sounds like a silent film.
The water tank is bigger than she. So
Here we go.
Here it comes. Now,
Here we go.
There's the lady walking, and then a tank falls on her.
Oh!
Though it initially appears to be a tragic accident, a man rushes over just as the woman's head
And she sticks her head out
emerges from the open tank, the open top of the tank, apparently unharmed.
So it's a hollow bottom.
And it landed right on top of her.
It's a hollow open bottom.
It's like a
5
big
feet, gigantic
steel drum kind of
And
thing.
it looks like the famous Buster Keaton stunt. Remember
Sure,
the one where
yeah.
Buster Keaton's standing in front of the house and the house falls over and he happens to be standing where the window is?
I've always heard that's one take. That was one take.
Yeah, that's real. He really did that.
Yeah.
Apparently, this fell off of a rooftop that she was walking by.
And it was amazing. It was an accident.
It was an accident. I'm sure that guy didn't push it on top of her on purpose.
Of course not.
But it's amazing.
What would a woman have to do to make a guy want to kill her? I can't understand that. Huh?
That's an incredible video.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, but give it a chance. We'll put a link to that.
It's gone
I like
viral, of course.
I like the fashion in it. Can we put that
Yeah.
lady back up? I like the wraparound. You don't
Very
have to
nice.
really be in
Sari?
shape.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it looks like
S-A-R-I.
you're just wearing a blanket.
S-A-R-I?
Look at that.
Sari?
I like that, man.
My friend Brazil's mom was always seen in that.
Yeah.
But you could try to recreate that 10 times, and you're going to probably bean her every time.
Oh, and when she
Hit her in
sticks
the
her
head.
head up, it's like, hello.
What happened? She says.
Yeah.
And this gentleman comes over and says, "Hey, are you all right?"
That looks like a stunt.
It
It does. Yeah.
It's too perfect.
Okay, well, let's move back to the sports desk. That, of course, is the Dude Wipes sports desk starring Chick McGee.
Guess what time it is?
What time is it?
I think it's, yes. Stupid world record.
This is a good one.
Well, first of all, we should really revisit the Cleveland-New York game again last night because
Come on, man.
pinch hitter John Kenzie Noel tied the score with a 2-out home run in the 9th inning.
And what's his nickname?
They called John Kenzie Noel Big Christmas.
Oh, it's a good name.
That's right.
That's
and
fun.
here's the Spanish language Guardians Baseball Network.
El lanzamiento viene al plato. ¡Batazo! ¡Feliz Navidad!
Yeah!
¡Feliz Navidad!
Oh boy.
All right. Get rid of the tequila.
¡Matar el encuentro! ¡La Navidad en octubre!
Gio Jorge is drunk again.
There's no question, though, that whenever we play these Spanish broadcasts, or remember the time you played the Japanese one, the level of enthusiasm
Yeah.
is so great.
Yeah.
Those two guys, and I was listening to some baseball yesterday, and I just love baseball's the perfect thing for radio. You just love it, and the two guys are going back and forth talking, and they sometimes it gets a little boring, they get a little sidetracked. And both Chick and I, I'm sure, have done this. Did you ever have to run a ball game and run the board back?
Oh, yeah. Sure did.
And when
Minor league
during the
baseball.
commercials, typically you take the broadcast and they're still in there talking, but you press the button down, and so they're not going over the air, but you can hear them talking. And wow, if you're ever a play-by-play person, remember someone can hear you even when those are off.
I think if you ever wear a mic, you need to remember that.
Yeah.
Someone's listening.
I heard some
Look
stuff.
at some national
heard
news
some,
anchors.
I heard some stuff in today's world would be end of career.
Yeah.
Well, if you're outside anywhere,
Yeah.
cameras are.
Yeah.
Anyway, a bicyclist has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest so-called manual wheelie.
Well, it's called a manual, and I added the term wheelie because it is essentially a wheelie, but then the distinction is made a little bit later on in the story.
David Pivovarchik performed the technique cruising for a total of 2,702 feet with his front wheel off the ground.
Yeah, but the trick to this is...
Oh, you know the trick, huh?
The wheelie.
No, you're not pedaling.
What do you mean you're not pedaling?
Well, how does he go
So
forward?
he's cruising that whole time?
You get up to speed, and then you have to stop pedaling and just coast.
Okay.
Because when I first read this, I go, I know a guy, my buddy Simmy could do a wheelie. He could go around a track all day.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Simmy.
You're not allowed to pedal.
Simmy. That was his name. Well, Simon was his name. Everybody was Simmy. You don't know anybody named Simon? You act like I'm from Latvia or something.
Yeah.
I don't know any Simons.
I know a Simon.
I don't know any Simon.
Great guy, Simmy.
I don't know
Simon's
any
great.
Still,
Simon's a good guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just retired from the Navy.
But
Yeah.
so you can see that obviously getting up there and just staying there and just cruising is pretty tricky. So he had to let to see you do it, Joe.
I don't care to do it.
It says here he hit a top speed of 33 miles an hour.
Think about that.
That's fast.
Think about that.
33 miles an hour, and then he pops a wheelie and just goes flying.
All right.
Yeah, good for him.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You know, so let's see you do it on your penny farthing. Are we going to do that? You keep saying you want to.
There's a guy around here who owns a penny farthing.
he does.
I keep seeing it. Would you?
Yeah, I keep saying it. Is that what it is? I keep saying it, but what? I back out every time you show up with one? No.
So you're going to do it?
I say it, and you keep saying, I know a guy. I know a guy. I know a guy.
Well, if we bring over the penny farthing,
You don't know a guy.
Simmy's
You've
father.
seen a guy.
That's Simmy's father, Simmy Senior.
Simmy's father's deceased.
Of course.
How do you get off the thing? Because it's got the giant wheel.
Well, we've got the perfect place because
Yeah.
we have the loading dock.
What I
You
would
just
do is
roll
use
it right
the
up.
loading dock. Yeah.
Well, actually, I think you're just supposed to tip over and land on your
I will tell you this:
feet.
there's no way I'm not tipping over.
You're going
gonna
to.
fall.
The
Yeah,
balance to hold one of those up is very different.
Yeah,
Chick and I both know an orthopedic guy. Is your guy? My guy's a shoulder guy. You know him?
Is he willing to do it for trade?
He's retired, remember?
I'll go to his garage. I don't care.
Be cheaper.
What are those things the firefighters used to catch people in? We would have to walk
Trampoline.
inside of you with one of those.
We could run
A
alongside.
little trampoline thing.
Do they still have those?
Catch you.
I don't know.
I don't
so.
know. I think they have blow up things
bouncing
now.
stuff.
Oh.
The last time I saw one was in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
And in the cartoons, when the person hits it, then they go up and then they go
Yes.
higher than where they were before.
And then they move,
Nothing funny.
they move the net, and then he falls down into the manhole, right down into the sewer.
God,
Man,
those are
that's
classics.
funny. Boy, oh boy, those were the
No,
days.
we played the video earlier of the lady just walking down the street and this giant tank lands on her and doesn't kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the one where the guy's walking on the street looking at his phone, not paying attention? He drops down a manhole.
Oh,
An actual manhole?
Yes, a real man.
It's
yes.
fantastic.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That doesn't actually happen.
It's the best.
It's real.
That guy's
Really?
got a lawsuit. He's going to own half of Newark or wherever that was.
Well, let's get back to the sports.
Nope,
page.
that's sports.
Oh, that's it. Okay, well, they're very good.
Good night, everybody.
Christy, what do you got coming up?
coming up? Or do you want? We have time to do a story.
Let's do a story.
Okay, what do you got?
A California woman says she is tired of people crashing into her backyard. Alicia Wolfenbarger has lived at her home behind Kendall Drive in
What's her
San
last name?
Bernardino. Wolfenbarger for about a decade, and at the time has seen 4 cars crash into her backyard. The most recent incident happened a month ago. Miss Wolfenbarger explained that if drivers are speeding, they can lose control on a sharp curve and go careening off the road into her yard. A San Bernardino city spokesperson said a speed warning sign as well as rumble strips have been added to the road, but they are now considering adding concrete barriers to that part of the curve.
He also
to
said, you
better
shouldn't have bought the house, bitch.
the homes in the area.
Which wasn't helpful for him.
No.
I kind of have the same problem over here. My son's house, that happens.
What? Oh, because they go straight. They miss the turn because he's on a tee.
He's at the end of a tee,
Uh-huh.
and someone just ran up his lawn again last week and knocked out. I've got to find out. I got to get a lawyer on this. Can I put giant stones in front of that?
Yeah, you can put rocks.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Or
On your
plant
property,
trees.
That guy did it down here on the
He
corner as
absolutely
we
did.
came in, as you come in and took that right or
and
left.
And somebody got killed there 2 years ago.
What?
Yeah, they hit that thing full speed.
Hit the
right.
rocks?
Well, so which is it? You want the rocks or you don't?
I don't care. The guy was.
The guy hit those rocks full speed?
Yeah, it killed him. You didn't know that?
In the corner right
Who
there?
knows
there.
how much of
Killed
this
him.
is true?
Absolutely
and
true.
What was he on a
What?
unicycle?
How did I not know that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do
Because he
you-
just made it up.
I did not just make it.
trying to scare
You guys
Why do
pool
you
together your
listen?
money. I'll get the police report.
Why do you listen to him?
So it's okay. So if I put those big rocks there, it's okay?
Apparently,
Yeah,
you want to
can.
kill people.
Well, I don't care if you're drunk and you're too stupid to see a house in front of you and you drive into it. It's your fault.
All right.
I mean, any jury's going to go, yeah, this idiot's a drunk and he
Maybe
ran
it's
into
not an accident. Maybe they're doing it on. Maybe they're running into your son's yard on purpose. You ever think of that?
I don't know why they'd want to do
it's
that.
a little. Maybe it's a little get back. Maybe it's a neighbor fight. You ever been in the neighbor fight? It's not pretty, Tom.
Oh, it gets ugly quick.
Oh
Really?
boy,
His brother is his neighbor.
Pat's exactly.
Yeah.
Pat's been in the neighbor fight. No, you've been in a lover fight, right?
Well,
In the front
ex-wife.
yard.
In the front
boyfriend
yard.
fight. Yeah, well,
boyfriend.
don't
fight.
text me when I'm on a boat. I'm going to show up when I get home.
Coming up, we'll have what happens when you become not lovers, but enemies, I guess, or dumped, let's say it that way. Do you know what 304 means on TikTok?
It's an area code.
It does sound like an area code.
It is not an area
Detroit.
code, but we're going to find out what it is code for.
What it is.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
What it
a
is,
thing.
man. What it is.
It's a thing.
And we have another one of those fake stories where China tries to pull one over on aquarium or zoo goers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
These are the people that have the dogs shaped to look like pandas?
Exactly.
Love it.
Yeah.
So it's a fish now?
This is in an aquarium, yes.
Okay. And also coming up, we have a wedding ring story
I hope
of
it's
interest.
a painted clownfish. Wouldn't that be
Oh,
fun?
if it's a dog painted like a fish.
And put a little appendage on him like a fishtail.
I'd pay to see that. And then
Yes.
we have a pizza news.
A lot of pizza news.
Good pizza news.
Couple of-
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Friday starts. Or should I say Fry-yay?
Yeah, man.
Huh? How about that, Tom? You like that? Fry-yay.
Give us your best fry-yay, Tom.
Fry-yay!
Don't do that. It's embarrassing.
You knew that was
Be an adult.
Thank God it's Fry-yay.
What
Do you
is-
remember Thank God It's Friday? That
Sure.
great movie?
I didn't see it.
Didn't have disco in it.
No wonder. Now let's check in with Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
A man in New York City says he found out he was being dumped through Apple's new AI messaging summary feature.
Is that right?
Yeah, software developer Nick Spreen shared screenshots of the AI penned message summing up the content of several separate breakup texts from his girlfriend, which arrived on his birthday. What a gal. The message reads, quote, "No longer in a relationship, wants belongings from the apartment."
Oh, jeez.
Mr. Spreen's tweet included the caption, "For anyone who's wondered what an Apple Intelligence summary of a breakup text looks like." When asked by a user whether the AI provided a fair summary of his girlfriend's messages, Mr. Spreen replied that it had.
So this is an AI thing that reads a bunch of text and,
then
just does a quick.
condenses it into one quick little thing.
Sounds
Yeah.
like Greg Hahn was a consultant.
Right?
On this.
I know.
Yeah.
Man.
Sounds like she was somewhat verbose anyway.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
If the thing had to summarize a whole bunch of texts
Yeah.
to get it down to just, I need my furniture, goodbye.
Are these sent texts?
That's a great question.
Because
were
if so, then he already knew he was being broken
right,
up.
or were these texts that she wrote and then decided not to send?
No, she sends him the text, and this apparently
Heads them off
reads
the path?
them all and then
Oh,
summarizes
so it's
them for
saving
you.
time for him. Like, yeah, it
Right.
should said she wrote all this stuff, and then it said, "Hey, just send a summary of what."
So
I'm
it's
writing.
something he had to hit and going, I'm not reading all this.
I guess.
Oh.
No,
And
is
like
that
she
it?
did.
Okay. Well, then I don't blame her for breaking up with him. He doesn't pay attention to what.
And technically, he wasn't dating her anyway. He was dating his phone.
Do you have a new
Her
phone?
Yeah. I do have a new phone.
Okay, we'll play with it later and send a summary of something.
Oh, okay.
Tell Tom how you really feel about him, and then we'll just do a summary of it.
Piece of crap bastard.
I am very confused. I have to admit.
This isn't confusing. Imagine if you have a sheaf of papers like this,
Christy
and
says
you say,
she's-
and you
Yes.
say, I want this summarized in one page. Boom.
So she wrote this text and then told the AI thing.
No, he did. She apparently wrote him a whole bunch of text, and he has some software that reduces it to a short summary.
So it was his option to.
Yeah.
It's a terrible way to communicate.
I know, but there's some that I could really use that for, right?
Like every recipe. Have you looked up a recipe lately?
Well, sure,
Well, it says jump to recipe is the greatest thing they ever put
Yeah,
on
it
there.
goes,
but
well, my
still.
grandmother used to,
Yeah.
and then they give you the history of the town they lived in, and 30 pages later, you finally get a cup of sugar and start.
But that's not necessarily communicating with another person.
Yeah, with a
this is
relationship.
so bad. Why are we excited about this?
I don't know. I think it's silly.
Can we use this feature in our Wednesday meeting?
Oh, yeah.
Like, where's that button?
Boop.
Well, enjoy the text you're going to get about making a joke about the Wednesday meeting.
Sorry.
They have zero sense of humor when it comes.
Block your email.
Everybody else does 10 minutes. Why can't we?
On a much lighter note, there are over 35,000 posts on TikTok using the hashtag 304Talk. 304 is an area code in West Virginia, I was told, but it's not what it means. It's code word for, apparently, a promiscuous woman.
Anybody want to figure out why?
There's no way they're going to figure this out. If
Mike, you might get it. You might get it.
304.
Is it one of those things where 3 is a 3-letter word? Well, no, that wouldn't make sense.
They used to do that with "I love you."
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
we would say
1,
I
4,
love you.
right,
Yeah.
whatever the hell. 1, 4, 3.
Yeah. Is it because like a 3 looks like a butt? Like
No.
And boobs.
No.
Something
Yeah.
like
Or
Put it this way: it's a combination of low technology, and high technology.
calculator.
Yes.
There we go.
Very
304
good.
and the old school calculator turned upside down looks like.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's spelled wrong.
HOE.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes.
the farm implement. That's the
Yes.
gardening tool.
While some use the term in a disparaging context, 304 also emerged as a code term on social media apps that flag posts discussing taboo or adult themes,
So it should just be 04 then, is your
It
point.
should.
with some women apparently using it to refer to themselves as sexually open or as sex workers.
Oh.
Great.
Working on the sex farm.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah.
Because ho is HO, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But it is HOE. But this is a big thing. If they 35,000 posts using this thing. What was the other one? What was the one with boobs or boobies?
80085. Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Or 135. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yesterday I forgot to tell you about this. I was driving home on the interstate and I saw a license plate. And I'm going to spell what I saw. I have a photo to prove it.
Let me get my pen.
All right. Okay. It's A. N.
Yes. Uh-oh.
A.
Continue.
L.
All right.
P. Z.
Anal, please.
Oh.
God as my witness.
There's no way.
God
There
as
it is.
my witness. I'm driving down the interstate last night.
What could this actually
And my
mean?
girlfriend goes, "Did you just see that?" And I slowed down so she could take a picture. And I was like, what?
Or maybe
the
it's
heck?
anal Pez. There's a new Pez dispenser that you turn upside down.
Oh, it comes out of the butt. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I mean,
That is funny.
Yeah.
how did that get past somebody?
I wonder what this could be.
I don't know.
It's probably someone.
Alps and Alps?
You mean you think there's a legitimate one for this?
Maybe.
No.
No,
You think
there's
they,
no
you
way.
think they snuck it by?
Yeah. They.
All right. I'm just
I
trying to give
mean-
the person the benefit of the doubt.
Can you imagine if the guy with that plate pulls up to pick up your daughter?
Andy was in a pickup truck.
I'm just trying to give Anna Laps the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
I
Anna from La Paz.
I couldn't believe
That's
it.
hilarious.
Well, okay, dude.
Anal.
And he was in a very nice pickup truck.
And do we think PZ stands for please? Just because they couldn't put they didn't have
He
enough.
ran out of letters. He couldn't put PLEs. or
What else
PLs.
would be? What else would it be?
My sweet husband goes, well, maybe he means Annapolis, and they just spelled it wrong. I go, I don't think so.
Well, at least he's being
Or it could be just
polite.
random.
Yeah.
If it was analyzed, it would there wouldn't be a P in there, and it wouldn't be random because they would have all the plates have
There'd be
numbers.
Yeah, who knows?
It's
All
not.
right, well,
he
So
definitely
funny.
selected
It's an
it.
anal.
And somebody somewhere still has their job, and I'm shocked.
Well, I mean, the people that are working hard at the license bureau don't have time every
But I thought
joker that comes in with a.
I thought we
No,
had a
no,
list
they're
of
busy
all.
being miserable grouches.
Oh no, they're great. Now.
Oh,
They're
who are we
wonderful
afraid of
people.
now?
Oh, the people that license.
Now they'll never come on the show.
Bad host.
Yeah, I don't know where we got that idea that they're miserable around.
Yeah.
There is a universal list of some of the bad
Yes.
ones, but that's
right. That was.
Well,
that
why
was
would
shocking.
you? Why would you want to be advertising that anyway?
I
Why
guess
is that a-
if you
If you're
put it out,
into it, yeah, and you're asking politely,
if you
some
put
girls
it out
are going to
there-
go, okay, you said please.
Was there a fellow driving it or a lady?
Yeah, it was a guy, right?
Wait a minute. Was there a lady driving the car?
I did not see who was driving. It was
Oh.
dark. Until I get my eye surgery, I don't see very well when I'm driving.
Was it a what kind of? Was it a decent looking car? I
It
mean,
was a truck. It was a pickup truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kind? Ram,
You know what?
Ranger,
Bronco.
Oh,
7 seconds in. I mean, on.
BF-150.
It was a very nice. It was a very nice black truck. I don't know. I can't tell what kind it is.
Wow. I just thought this thing about this 304. This to me the funniest part was the fact that it's an old technology. Can you type in 304 on a traditional computer and have it spin around so you get that effect? Somehow you have to have an old calculator.
What have we always said? If you can make a sentence, the computer can do it. Probably.
Okay, well, so if someone says 304 in any context in some kind of communication now, it means hoe.
Okay.
They give an example. It says, here's the term in a sentence. One might say, she got so much riz, she pulled in 3 guys on her way here. Classic 304 behavior.
I see.
I love it. Tom reads it like he's reading anthropological.
Bailiff, please read the memo. Your Honor, she got so much riz. She pulled in 3 guys. Now, Your Honor, that means she's got a lot of charisma, and the men came with her because she's a classic 304. A whore. She's in a car
See,
that
this
says...
is dangerous. Now he thinks he knows.
She's in a car
slang.
that says anal, please. Thrice. We're coming right back with something more pleasant.
Yes.
A
I
wedding ring.
promise. Yes.
Although, funny enough, it has something to do with Christie's license plate. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Virtuo Pop, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's right here in the studio with us. There's Jessica Hooker.
Hi.
Good morning, Jess.
Jess.
Jess. Jess. There's Josh Arnold. That did sound weird, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's Ace Cosby. What's up? I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Coming up, a special surprise.
Yay, I like special surprises.
Well, there we go. You're going to be very surprised.
You're the one.
it cake? It better be a cake.
Pizza.
No.
No, honestly.
Pizza. Thank
Donuts.
you, Ace.
Strippers?
You're going to get the wang dang doodle taken care of.
Have there ever been strippers here?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, naked as Jaybird.
We should surprise Tom one morning with a bevy of strippers.
He'd lose his
All
mind.
No,
redheads.
thank you.
They wore shoes at least, so Tom
He
wasn't
would-
totally
red-haired,
freaked out.
Get
red-haired
so,
perfume.
yes, red-haired strippers. You would get so angry.
No,
I mean,
thank you.
real angry.
Human trafficking. No, thank you. We have.
Not the same at all.
No.
Joyce is going through college.
Yes, they want to be a medical doctor.
Okay. Well, speaking of pizza,
Yes.
we have some pizza news for you this morning.
Oh, hang on. I thought we were going to talk about wedding rings.
Oh, you can do that one. That's a good one. I love that story.
Okay. A woman says she lost her wedding ring, yet it was spotted on an X-ray after accidentally swallowing it with her vitamins. According to SWNS.
She must have a
SWNS.
throat like a trumpet. What the hell?
Dana McMichael was vacationing with her husband, retired NFL player Randy McMichael, in Thailand.
I know Steve McMichael. I don't know Randy McMichael.
When she took her ring off in preparation for a shower before taking her vitamins. The 39-year-old explained, without looking, I threw everything in my mouth and washed it down with water. Well, she started choking and noticed her ring was missing. After searching the hotel room, the couple wondered if she might have swallowed the ring and set out to find a clinic with an X-ray, which ultimately revealed the ring in her lower abdomen. Doctors assured Mrs. McMichael that the ring would pass naturally. And a day later, it did. She said, and I quote, "It's the grossest thing I've ever done, but I'm wearing it again."
Smile on
Look at it. He can't wait to talk about it.
So I'm guessing somebody Googled what's the biggest, roundest, softest way to deliver a turd.
I don't know what this lady's complaining about. I always love it when I get a fast food bag and I reach into my fries and there's that one wedding ring in there.
You're a winner.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
usually
you wear the onion ring like a wedding ring?
usually you pass corn, but not carrots. Hey, there you go. That was just sitting right there.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Oh.
Did he go to Jared? No, she went to the John.
I wonder if she said, if the diamond had been bigger, I would have noticed it.
Wow.
Everything all right?
Yeah. It's so chintzy, I didn't even see it.
You better be careful. You know, people listen.
Pardon me? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Employees of a Texas pizza restaurant.
Ooh.
Howdy.
Well, Chick, you and I,
What?
don't you share this? You could I can swallow an insane amount of pills at once.
Can you really?
Yes.
I can.
It's alarming.
One at a time.
Alarming.
I have to take pills one at a time.
Oh, okay. I'm literally 10.
20. Yeah.
But can't you open your throat and just like pour liquid down there?
Yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's wild.
If I wanted to work on
that's
it,
kind of how
I could chug.
Well, now we're back to deep throat.
Yeah, the deep throat story from
yeah.
before. That was the whole Linda Lovelace sword swallowing thing.
Is that what you do when you leave here?
That's right. That's how I augment my income.
Yeah, that's a car payment at the bus station.
Down at the bus station.
That's right.
Gargling.
Yeah.
Now it's coming from over there. I feel so much better. Yeah, so one pill at a time, Christy?
Absolutely.
I could do probably 4 or 5. Yeah.
I think it's just because you like to be difficult.
I do. Exactly.
There it is.
Yeah.
Lean into it, girl.
That's it.
I am tough to get along with. Horrible to live with.
Yeah, in this room.
No doubt.
Keep going.
In this room, that's you.
Employees of a Texas.
What if we turn on the camera at Christy's house and Andy's in a cage?
Hey, quit your whimpering.
He's just like,
I'm so sorry.
help me.
Employees of a Texas pizza restaurant fended off a would-be thief in a violent brawl. According to the New York Post, the 19-year-old suspect, Richard Curtis, allegedly entered the Marco's Pizza in Austin and handed an employee a threatening note demanding cash. When the teen reportedly revealed a firearm in his waistband, an employee grabbed the suspect and put him in a chokehold. The manager grabbed the gun from the teen's pants and used the weapon's handle to beat him. After the manager threatened the suspect with a knife, he stopped fighting with employees and waited for police to arrive. He has been charged with aggravated robbery.
He said to the kid, "Dead or prison? What do you want?"
No kidding.
Did he really?
Yeah, and this kid, they beat the crap out of him.
Don't be surprised if this manager is fired.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
In one of those ridiculous
100%
decisions.
But who's stupid enough to rob a pizza restaurant?
I don't
know.
know.
Are you kidding?
What did Willie Sutton say?
That's where the money is.
That's where the money is.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Maybe he just wanted all the dough. Oh! Amusing and cute, right?
Yeah.
A chick.
I'm stunned. That's like that's an Ace Cosby joke.
How about this one, Ace? When he gets to prison, he'll be called Pizza Butt.
What?
No.
F.
No.
Pizza
butt.
Pizza butt. What is that?
He wanted to say pizza ass. There you go.
Why
Pizza
didn't you
ass.
say pizza ass?
I was trying to be delicate and honest.
All right.
We have another pizza story. Authorities in
boy.
Florida arrested a woman for throwing a tantrum over what she called a cold and uncut pizza.
Can we get to that after Pat Godwin's pizza song?
Or
You got a pizza song for us,
It's
Pat?
not a bad God. It was to me, Luigi has a
Well, I figured if you had a pizza song, there would be two pizza stories that would all work.
Well, he got real.
All right.
Never
sorry.
assume when I come into town.
Where's your
Meant to have
girlfriend?
something to do with me.
Luigi accusatory.
What about
did
your
not bring
girlfriend?
Gina statutory. I brought a just hooker. I brought a just hooker.
So Gina Statutory's not here. She wanted Diddy's parties?
No, she went to one time and many pictures, so we're keeping her at home for a while.
Because she's a, what is it, a 314? What was it again?
304.
304.
She's a 304.
All right.
You familiar with that term, Luigi?
I am not.
304?
You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, that Diddy situation, boy," and I go, "Yeah, I know." Oh, you're horrified at the details. No, Tom won't stop talking about it on the air and off the air about all the details.
Yeah, that new song?
Oh, God.
What's the new song?
And we have a pizza.
Diddy, please lose my number.
That's very good.
Nobody's talking about how much fun they all had, though.
Yes.
Can we get a little bit of a nice angle on it?
They kept going
Oh,
back.
no? Okay.
Yeah, they did keep hanging out with Diddy, you know.
Go ahead, Luigi.
You want to hear my song? Are we going to gab all day? Is that what I brought? A just hawker, and I want to sing.
Sing it, boys.
Is this
Sing
about,
it to
is
the
this about the guy robbing the pizza joint?
Oh yeah, boy, he had his ass handed to him. He
Yeah,
got
he
beat
did.
up really
The
bad.
mugshot, they beat the crap out of him.
When some goon thief gives it a try while you're making a pizza pie, that's a moron. When the idiot tries to steal while folks are having a meal, it's a game on. We're gonna ring his bell, grab his gun, call the cops, and they'll be singing "Please no more." He'll do some time for this armed crime, and his behind will be sore. Hey, stay for Randy Feltface.
Yes, they called him a pizza ass. Not Randy, but the other guy.
Very nice.
Luigi.
We'll wrap this up real quick with our lady in St. Pete, apparently. The 23-year-old St. Petersburg woman, a Miss Ricky Holly, became upset because her pizza was delivered to her residence cold and uncut. She allegedly drove to the restaurant where she fought with employees, flung the pizza at them, and damaged the store's phone. She was arrested for criminal mischief.
What? The customer's always right.
Not in this case.
It was cold and uncut. I would
Well, if it had been cut,
break a phone, too.
If it was, wait a minute. If it wasn't, that's so
You'd
she threw the
break a
pizza
phone.
at him.
Right.
Because it wasn't, she could frisbee it because it hadn't been cut.
Yeah.
If it had been slices, she couldn't have done it.
No.
Doesn't say what pizza place it was.
Yeah, didn't I say Domino's? I
Marcos.
I thought it was pizza
No,
ass.
it's Domino's.
Domino's.
Marcos
It was
was the other
Domino's.
one.
Marcos was the other
Oh,
one.
that's her.
Would have been weird if it was. would have been weird if it was Papa Murphy's.
Yeah, because they are not cooked.
Yeah, you got.
It's cold.
You're supposed to cook it. You see, you take it home. Lovely.
I'm still going to break your phone.
Hey, you want a pizza dish?
I like to go into Papa Murphy's and go, I'll eat it here.
Is that right?
They laughed. They laughed.
Oh, they know. They don't care for it.
They have a great.
Why are there no tables? Right now, I want to tell you about having some fun this week and a lot of great action out there, and that's where Prize Picks comes in very handy.
We're in the heart of football season, kids. You know that. And Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody, and the app is easy to use. Just pick two or more players across any sport, then pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money. Jaden Daniels, for instance, you choose more or less, 235.5 passing yards. Saquon Barkley, have more or less than
Quan Barkley,
85.5 rushing yards, or Joe Burrow, more or less 1.5 passing touchdowns. Prize Picks even invented what they call the flex play. You can still cash out even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Check out prizepicks.com or just download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code TOM and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks. Get $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states where it's lawful to wager. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. And a special surprise coming up in a matter of moments. I'm not kidding. This is going to be so exciting. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin. Jess Hooker's here. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at Dude Wife Sports Desk. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Our special surprise. Go.
We do have a special guest.
There he is.
Joining us. It's the great comedian Randy Feltface. Randy, what a great pleasure it is to see you. How are you?
My gosh, it's so great to be back here. Thank you so much for having me back after all this. It's been a year at least since last. But you put me in the broom cupboard. I feel like I'm in. I don't know if you're picking this up on the live stream, but I'm in another room. I've been quarantined.
Well, it's COVID.
I could have stayed in bed and done this on Zoom. What is this? Look at this beautiful backdrop. It's very theatrical.
Yes,
Theatrical.
yes. Mr. Feltface actually is right. I can see you through the glass, Randy. It's a great pleasure to see you. And Randy's dancing for us right now.
Yes, just a bit of a visual gag for the radio.
It's okay, Randy. We are doing a live visual feed.
Oh,
out there.
great. Okay, this might work well on the feed then. Let's Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that.
I saw that.
Nobody saw that.
Now, this is the first banana tour. Is that correct?
That is correct. I'm doing a show about bananas.
Oh, wow.
I'm at the 20-year mark of my career where I've run out of things to talk about, so I'm doing an hour on bananas.
Oh, the Cavendish banana, just of course in the news last week.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I'm sure you're familiar with
Last
the Cavendish.
week. The news last week.
No, there's been a breakthrough.
It's not going to go away? They saved it.
They believe they may have a strain now that they'll be able to save the Cavendish banana. Did you know all the bananas in the grocery store are related to one banana?
That's
yes,
right.
they're the product of incest. I don't know if you know that.
It's quite disgusting.
There's a great book about that.
But Randy Feltface is our guest, and this is how would one watch this? Ace, help me here.
YouTube.
Thank you very much.
Tune into YouTube. I have a face for radio. It's great.
And currently on tour, and you're going to be heading up to Canada, and apparently your manager decided to send you there in the winter.
I know. The routing on this one is a little wacky.
It's somewhat unclear.
Yes, I'm going to be in Kelowna in British Columbia in November, so that should be fun.
Toronto,
Halifax, Nova Scotia. All over the place.
Yeah, cool. Well,
New Brunswick.
Yeah, it's great to see you again, Randy.
Look, it's an absolute delight to see you through 6 inches of plexiglass. It is.
Well,
it's an absolute thrill.
Now, is first banana a slang term from Australia? Does that mean anything special?
No. Well, it's a bit of a play on second banana.
Yeah.
You know, you've got a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth in that studio. I'll get you. You can pick your own rankings.
We all know.
Oh, I see. So, Chick would be in the traditional showbiz parlance the second banana.
Yes.
Second banana and then the third banana.
I was not aware that there was a first banana.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
if you want to know more about the actual origin of First Banana and the way it works in the show, you're going to have to come down to Helium Comedy Club this weekend.
All right.
Actually, I'm going all over the states, too. I've got a bunch of dates left in the Americas.
San Antonio, Atlanta, Portland, Chicago, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and New York on December 15th. Where are you going to be in the city, do you know?
At Town Hall in New York City. Yeah,
cool.
Big one. Big theater to finish it off. Bringing it home in style.
How do you primarily travel, Randy?
In a suitcase, overhead luggage.
Yeah, I see.
Carry on. Every time I go through airport security, it's a nightmare. Yeah.
Now, have you always been Randy Feldface, or is that a stage name?
No, that's the name I was given as a child.
I see.
I've always been Randy. Actually, I just went with Randy for a long time. Feldface, I finally added the surname after about 15 years.
Yeah,
Apparently, it looks better on a marquee. No one wants. I was trying to be Prince of the comedy.
just Randy.
Yeah,
And
that's
purple,
why I'm
yeah.
purple. Exactly. That's correct.
Now, is Randy in Australian? In the word Randy in Australia, the way it means horny here.
Yeah. No, we're not 304 in our way through that. We don't use that term down there.
No, I think they use root. You have a good root.
That means to have.
Yeah, have sex. Root.
Yes.
Did you root her?
Yeah. This is going to make the best clip for socials. Australians are going to be like, "What are you
Randy's
doing?"
blushing.
Yeah. Yes. Because
It's turning magenta.
Yes, exactly. Well, here, if you're rooting for someone, you're supporting them.
Yes.
Cheering them on. Yeah.
If you're rooting for a team, you are a hoe.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing a whole bunch of
Australia,
them.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
good root.
But Randy in England means horny, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
In the UK,
Yeah.
but
Yes,
not in
oh,
Australia.
Sorry. Can someone get a copy of Austin Powers 2? The second one.
the second one.
Do I make you Randy, apparently?
I see. Now, Ray, I don't want to get too personal with you, Randy Feldface.
Please do. Get more personal. I
you-
feel this is superficial.
Are
Come
you-
on, get deep.
Are you seeing someone? Are you on the apps, or do you have a steady?
No, we talked about this last time I was in, and I was lamenting the fact that I don't get to, I'm only in town for 24 hours, so the apps don't really work for me.
Oh,
yeah. There's too much forward planning. But now I'm finally in a relationship.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. With myself. I'm practicing self-acceptance.
Wow. Well, that's very good.
Yes, I'm it's all about self-love these days. Everybody, this is now the serious point of the interview. Who's in therapy? Let's talk about it.
Oh, I'm in therapy.
How's it going?
I love it. I love it.
Is it working for you?
Yes, it is. And self-acceptance is one of those big things.
Yeah. It is, isn't it? How are you going with self-acceptance?
Slow but steady.
Slow but steady is the best way to do it. Progress, not perfection, man. You've got this. I see you. I love you. You are loved. You are I don't care if you're fifth banana in that studio. To me, you'll always be number 2.
Thank you.
Thank you. Randy Feldface is helping us with our therapy problems right
Are
now.
you in therapy?
Oh God, no.
No,
He's the one.
why not?
I don't know.
I guess you just get to come on air and what do you have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning for this shenanigans? 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't need therapy.
No, I need
he's
sleep.
the reason all of us are in therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
And employed.
I'm the reason all of them can afford therapy.
Randy just said and employed.
Yeah.
Randy Feldface is our guest, and you really can't blush when you're purple.
Well, I blush from the mouth outwards, if you see.
Have you always been purple?
I have. I've always been purple, yes. Yeah. Strange question. Do you ask that of all of your guests of colour?
He kind of does.
He does.
It's the first question.
Again, let's get you into some therapy. We got to sort this out.
I know.
Now, Randy, would you be kind enough to allow Christy Lee over there to indulge us with a little bit of news, and perhaps you'd like to comment? How does that sound?
You know what? It's always been my dream to comment on the news at this hour of the morning.
I bet.
Christy,
Yes.
what have you got for us? Has a water tank fallen on someone's head
No,
or some
Randy,
sort of
but
shenanigans?
I do have something in a tank, if you will.
Oh, great.
An aquarium.
Is it another amusing license plate?
No.
Maybe she's trying to. Maybe she's going to root in a water tank.
Maybe. Randy, are you up for some rooting in a water tank?
Oh my God.
There you go.
Okay. This is on. All right, let's do this. What do you got?
An aquarium in China is facing criticism for duping visitors with a fake whale shark robot. According to Hong Kong Free Press, the recently opened Xiaomisha Ocean World in Shenzhen features a mechanized whale shark that is considered its star attraction.
Whale sharks are gigantic.
They're massive.
They're the biggest,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the biggest aquatic animal.
Yes, that is commitment to animatronics.
Yes.
And in the water, sorry, we've got a robot in the water.
And people are pissed?
Yeah, though the whale shark is advertised as a robot.
Okay.
Outraged visitors have been leaving negative reviews saying they paid to see a fake fish. Well, it's not a fish, first of all.
Sorry, hang on. So they're annoyed that it's too realistic?
They're
That it's
annoyed
not
that
a
it's
real-
not real.
Oh, that it's not a real fish.
Yeah.
But it's advertised as a robot. Did they just paint a submarine?
Yes. It looks pretty good. But
That's up there with the panda. You know, the dogs that they painted to look like pandas?
Yes.
Or
Right,
that
fantastic.
footage? That's up there. I think that's going to be the way of the future, given that, species are dropping like flies
And
at
that's
this point.
exactly why
Yeah.
they're doing
Yeah.
it, Randy, to
They're gonna-
promote protecting the species. Very
Right.
good.
So to protect the species, they put a fake version in the zoo.
not everything's fake there.
Not
You can
everything's
buy the real COVID bats, Josh. You'll be happy to know. You can,
There you go.
Are we still doing COVID bat gear?
Yeah,
What year is this?
every time we do a China story, Randy Feldface, every time we do a China story, Josh starts beefing up his manifesto about
Right.
about
Again,
China.
the therapy I highly recommend. Let's work through the COVID. Let's have a chat about it. Did we ever really discuss how that made us feel, folks? How was it? I'm reliving it now in isolation in this booth over here.
Yeah.
My borders are closed.
Once again, our
down.
guest is Randy Feldface.
Is it though?
Kind of.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to reintroduce him in case you're wondering what the hell's going on.
Every 3 minutes, you got to remind the listeners. It's fast. Radio moves fast these days. People tune in and out. It's Randy Feldface. Randy Feldface, folks. Randy Feldface is on the air. All the way from Australia. Randy Feldface back touring the States. I've been all over the world this year. In fact, since last time I was here, I haven't stopped touring. I've got a new show, but I'm in the middle of a world tour and I've got merch. I'm selling merch on the merch desk. Beautiful t-shirt with all of the tour dates on the back like a rock star.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I've done about 70 or 80 shows, and the other day I was in Austin, Texas, and I was sitting up the merch desk and I realized that Oslo, Norway, Oslo is misspelt on the back of the t-shirt for the last 8 months. No one's pointed it out. Apparently I did a show in Also. That's a collector's item now. I've corrected it.
Is your number one merch item the t-shirt, or do you do like little mini Randy Feldface action figures?
You know what? I haven't done a plushie yet, but I'm going to clean up on the
plushie?
You will clean up.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. No, I've got badges and pins and magnets.
Yeah, you need a plushie.
Yep, personalized
Then I
license
could sleep
plates,
with
the
you
whole-
every night.
How big would you make it, Christy?
The plushie? You want it to be, a sort of a...
Body pillow size.
Oh, God,
that's he's not even that big.
We're not doing that. Replicas, full-size
Yes.
replicas.
So how do you do? Do you ever get?
We're going to use an animatronic version.
Do you
Put me in a
ever
zoo.
do you ever pick up the ladies after your shows?
No, I'm straight home to the hotel with a cup of tea, and then you know what I do? I put on the bathrobe.
Oh, how nice.
And then I leave the hotel room.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I spend the rest of the night slowly stalking the corridors of the hotel, removing "Do Not Disturb" signs from all of the door handles. That's how I unwind after the show. Very relaxing.
Nice. Once again, our guest is Randy Feldface.
It's Randy Feldface,
Did I
folks.
get that in there?
I keep forgetting his name.
He's on to you.
Oh, yeah. He's got a pretty clear picture of you already.
I'm trying to help.
It's very helpful.
Christy, what else you got?
According to health officials, 10 people developed parasitic worm infections after consuming undercooked bear meat. The incident, detailed in a Centers for Disease Control weekly report, occurred at a gathering in North Carolina last November.
How do the bears deal with having parasitic worm?
Yeah, they can't go to the doctor and get worm medicine, can they?
Are they okay with it, I guess? I don't
At least 22 people ate the bear meat and at least 10 developed trichinosis. The report's authors said the incident serves, quote, as a reminder for local health departments and wildlife management to communicate safe wild game meat preparation. Cook your bear meat thoroughly.
Yeah, but I always like my bear meat cage-free.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
you want it-
organic.
Yeah.
Free-range bear meat.
Yeah, the grass-fed is the way to go.
It is. And who's having some breakfast out there, folks? Call in with your favorite breakfasts.
Did you see this all?
Wormy bear meat. Who's got their toast, buttering the toast at home? Wormy bear meat.
Do you have any kids, Randy Feldface?
I do not have children, but if I did, they would be wormy bear meat.
Are you familiar with the song "Gummy, Gummy, Gummy Bear"? I'm a gummy, gummy bear.
No. Is that a reference to weird gummies?
It's that gummy.
Not weed gummies.
That
Not
gummy
weed
thing has several billion hits on YouTube. Whatever.
Is this the new Baby Shark?
Well, bigger.
Since they made the shark animatronic, they can't use that song.
Very
Robot shark.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Robot shark. Okay, Christy Lee, we have time for one more story we can squeeze in here. What do you got?
A paraglider captured video of an unusual visitor at the very top of the Great Pyramid of Giza. The footage shows Marshall Mosher soaring above the 4,500 foot. Marshall Mosher.
Marshall Mosher.
Yes.
Marshall Mosher.
He was soaring above the 4,500 foot landmark. And as he zooms in, a dog can be seen walking around the top of the pyramid.
No kidding.
Mr. Mosher wrote in the video's caption, quote, "A dog climbed all the way up the Great Pyramid of Giza." In the following post, Mr. Mosher allayed any worries about the dog's safety, explaining apparently dogs living in that area often climb up and down the 454-foot tall pyramid.
Interesting.
Yeah, but super cool to see that
Yeah, of
paragliding
course.
going over the pyramid.
Apparently
It's
there's
very,
some
very nice.
wormy bear meat up there that the dogs are. Did you like that unrelated callback? I took wormy bear meat from North Carolina and somehow put it at the top of a pyramid.
You're a
That is
surgeon.
quality breakfast radio banter.
You are a craftsman, my friend.
Oh my God! Is someone writing this down?
How
This
far are
is
those?
what-
How far are those from the Sphinx?
Not far, right?
Far.
Is the
Same
Sphinx right?
area.
Have you been to the Great
I
Pyramids?
have never been to the Great Pyramids, and it tears me up inside.
Yeah,
I'll
I'd
get
love to
there-
go.
I'll get there one day. I
Have you-
want to do
have-
stand up on the top of the pyramid.
Oh, there you go.
But
With
apparently,
a dog.
the audience is just dogs. Yeah.
Do you have you been to South America?
No, another place. Oh, I've been all over the world, and you're literally listing the only couple of places I haven't been. Have you been to Also? It's beautiful this time of year. It's beautiful.
I went to Finland, then I hit there also.
Yeah.
Did you have you been to Alaska?
Come on, man. And next. That's another place. If someone looked at my Wikipedia page and picked all the places I've never been.
Okay, what's your favorite place? I'll make it easy for you.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
That is a
This
great
time
place.
of year.
How about Thailand? You've been to Thailand?
I have been to Thailand.
Oh, there we
yes.
go. Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
And how are the ladies there, or
boys?
Oh, whatever you're.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Leave him alone.
At the end of... No, don't leave me alone. Leave Thailand alone. I can take it. Jeez. Is this how we're going to end the interview?
No. We're taking a
Can
break.
we get some more racial stereotypes in here, please? Get these people in therapy.
We'll be right back, but first, Chick McGee.
Yeah, Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system with ActiveGuard. Now, Simply Safe's 24/7 monitoring agents keep a close watch over your property and actually stop crimes before they happen. The cameras at Simply Safe use advanced AI to tell the difference between friendly faces, like family and neighbors, and potential threats, alerting agents to suspicious individuals before they get close to your home. The agents can talk directly to the intruder, sound a loud siren, flashlights, even alert the police. And while other systems only react after a break-in, Simply Safe combines live monitoring and proactive protection both outside and inside your home. That's why I trust Simply Safe, and I want you to have the same peace of mind. Protect your home with 50% off a new Simply Safe system plus a free indoor security camera when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming right back, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Abercrombie has the new suits you need, plus all the collared shirts to go with them. The Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit is the only suit you'll ever need for any occasion. Available in slim, classic, and athletic. Pair it with a collared classic. Go with a soft, easy-to-wear sweater polo or a comfortable long-sleeve shirt. With so many different fits and fabrics, you can make a look that's completely your own. Add the Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit and new collared shirts to every occasion this season. Shop online or in store.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. Christy and Josh and Ace and Pat and Jess and I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Second Banana.
Thank you.
We're learning about First Banana from Randy Feltface, who was just our guest.
What a pleasure, man. Oh my
Chick McGee at the
fun.
Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
I need to get out and see him.
Has
I
joined
think
us.
I would enjoy. I love puppets. You know me.
Me
and
too.
puppets. I love puppets.
I love puppets.
I had a
too.
puppet in high school. You know that. Ow, Grover.
I would have loved to have seen you and Grover do a thing.
There are a couple pictures out there that I've been reminded of that feature Grover and me at my locker.
Is Grover still a staple of Sesame Street?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay, good.
Yes,
Oh, is he?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because he stays out of the news.
Yeah.
He's pretty.
Did you do the Grover voice? Did you do the
Yeah.
A little bit, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Great.
Oh, of course, yes. It's either Grover or Yoda. That's like, I'm out.
Maybe
it's
it's
Frank
Groda.
House. I'm gone. Or Groda.
You could have your own puppet and call him Groda.
Grody. But Tom was right. That's how I flirt with girls is through Grover. I didn't.
You get handsy?
I didn't. I got handsy. No, they had little sticks on Grover's arms, so
yeah.
you could, go put it on their boob. And, is there a problem? Stuff like that. Like that. Have his hand on their tits.
Yeah, you have to wonder if Randy Feltface,
He seems like a very polite puppet.
Yes, he sure
does.
does.
Yeah. I just wonder if after hours, if Randy's had a few drinks, if the ladies
Want the puppet?
Yeah, they want a little bit of puppet action.
That's got to be a thing, right?
Oh,
It probably
absolutely. You can only imagine. I've always wanted to do a movie about Senior Wences, the famous ventriloquist.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Senior. Remember the thing where there'd be the pet in the box. You go, all right, and it's all right. Remember, he'd pick up
yes, that's it.
or
Okay.
he'd draw on his hand and go, hello.
Yes.
Look how excited he is telling this story.
Yeah.
But I
now
mean, can you
know.
imagine this guy? Can you imagine if you were having some kind of interpersonal encounter with him in the bedroom? I imagine various things might start talking.
Get off of me.
Yes, No, not there. Go there. No, you're getting close. I'd go a little bit further south.
Do you remember Anthony Hopkins in Magic? He played a ventriloquist.
Oh, yeah.
That should have been a lot better movie than it was.
It was that was not a good movie.
I like it a lot. I liked it.
But during the preview they had the puppet moving independently, so it implied that he was more.
Look up the trailer. It's
haunted.
Considered one of the scariest previews of all time.
The trailer's
really?
much better than the movie.
Yes, absolutely.
I disagree. I think the movie's real good.
Really?
But,
I remember thinking that was. I remember not liking it.
Is it a horror film?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burgess Meredith.
Okay.
Anthony Hopkins. I believe Anne Margaret. Is she?
Really?
I think it might be Ed Margaret.
Okay, I don't like scary movies. If you were to introduce me to a scary movie that's like, I don't know, for a newbie.
Yeah.
What would you suggest?
Oh, maybe
Halloween.
start with the Goosebumps movies.
The kids movies?
The new ones with Jack Black.
Oh, I haven't seen those. Okay.
They're a little they're kids, but they're
Okay.
if you really want to introduce or an introduction.
I want to try. I want to try to watch a scary movie.
You've not
Scary-
seen Halloween.
No, I haven't. No.
See, to me, that's so intensely scary that.
Yeah.
But it's not gory, and it's good, and it's well done.
But that's the
and-
thing. I get scared with like the real life situations.
Yeah.
Gore and that
Well,
stuff
Halloween will
doesn't
scare the
bother
hell
me.
out of you.
Okay,
Oh,
then I
then
don't
it
want it.
would,
I
yeah.
don't want it.
The
Scary
ten-
Stories to Tell in the Dark is a good one too. It's a nice PG-13 horror movie.
Is it ghosts?
It's all kinds of scarecrows and
Lisa
ghosts.
Frankenstein. That's a fun one. Is that it?
Lisa Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a fun one.
Okay.
You might like the others with Nicole Kidman.
That's
No.
also scary as hell.
That's scary.
If it can happen in real life, I don't want to watch
This
it.
can happen in real
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't
I'll
want
give you a list off.
There's another
Okay.
scary movie. I think Tom can relate to this. It's called The Law Firm. And,
Have you seen today's mail?
you get you get a lawsuit about every hour. A big
was that the sequel to Quarterly Taxes?
yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Both absolutely terrifying.
No one will be seated when the audit begins.
Well, on this topic, we can start this discussion. There's a new poll out there that suggests the majority of people who read scary stories think they're equipped to tackle a real mystery.
Oh, interesting.
According to Thrift Books, there was a survey of 2,000 horror, mystery, thriller, and true crime readers done, and over 60% believe they have what it takes to unravel a real mystery plot.
This is the same as every jackass on sports talk radio thinks that they should be playing quarterback.
Or coaching. Yes.
Yeah.
40% are confident they would survive the plot of a horror novel.
Okay.
Now, do you think you could live through a horror? Do you think
Not
you could
necessarily. It's something it's something I've thought about a lot because if there were a certain situation where I had to say go from the ground and pull myself up to the roof of a house, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't. I've tried to do like a muscle up at the gym, and I'm a dead man. I can't do it.
And everybody in the movies who has to do that seems to find the wherewithal and the strength.
Well, that's the thing is they say that can happen.
Adrenaline,
But so no, and mysteries. I read a lot of mysteries. I watch a lot of mysteries. I always get so sucked in that I rarely ever figure out the mystery.
I go for every red herring they offer.
Yeah.
Every single time. Yeah.
I can only name a handful of movies where I figured it out before the reveal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most of the time I'm along for the ride.
How did you do with Sixth Sense?
I had no clue.
Me either. And Chick?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He wrecked it for everybody.
Chick knew immediately. My dad knew immediately.
Really?
I got it.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
did not.
Ace
Not
knew.
me. I didn't
Everybody, Ace knew.
Well, that's okay.
know.
So did you.
Yeah.
How about the crying game?
Well, I'd heard about it before I saw it.
Yeah, that's something
That's why I went to see Jay.
He's a pretty man. 45% said they identified with the hero in these books.
As one should. You're right. Only 45%?
Mm-hmm.
That seems low.
I mean, the whole point. Yeah. I mean, I guess what they're saying is I couldn't do the things the hero can do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not as smart as Hercule Poirot. Whatever the hell he's
Nearly 15% reported they would be the villain. Would you ever want to be the villain? Do you think you could be a villain?
It's kind of fun to think about, but not.
Yeah. I don't think I could tie someone to a railroad track and walk away.
No, I couldn't inflict that kind of harm.
Tie somebody to a railroad track?
Somebody had to think of that at first.
Well, that's
right?
terrible.
Yeah, it's
Such
terrible.
a classic, though.
Yeah,
It really is a
that's
classic.
Old school, yeah.
Isn't that from those old black and white movies?
Yeah.
Silent movies. Yeah.
Well, also entice somebody to a log and put them in the big.
Oh yeah.
The saw.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore.
That's all great dramatic tension.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more of these when we return.
Okay.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about in this particular realm.
Would you be a good bad guy, Christy?
No.
See, no one would
Kidding?
suspect.
I couldn't be
Oh,
that.
she's so sweet. I wonder why she's buying all that Visqueen lye and a shovel.
Did you hear? Mama's upset. We gotta go collect. All right.
Okay.
She's
Good job,
gonna be
boys.
pissed.
Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's time to rewrite the vacation rules. With Royal Caribbean, your family can look forward to just about anything. Break the thrill barrier, roaring down the tallest water slide in North America. Jump into breathtaking jungles and jaw-dropping coves. Vibe off the charts on our private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And end the day knowing things are just getting started. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah.
Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
Yeah. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
You better believe it, baby.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk, and here he is.
Thank you, Second Banana.
The one and only Tom Griswold.
Who's the third banana?
Let's not do this game.
Christy Lee.
Yeah.
Christy Lee.
She's not a banana. She's an avocado.
What?
I see.
I'm mushy inside.
Oh,
mushy inside. Hey, Mama's mushy.
And a little ripe.
Isn't that what Mama?
Well, better than dried up.
Not too ripe.
No,
You don't want it dried up, Patty.
Once a month, twice a month, and I'm lucky I get mushy.
I'm not a date.
Somehow this has gone. I've gone down the wrong road again. I try.
It's
I think
mushy
we could.
time.
Don't we have a special guest?
Yes, I think we do. There we go.
Oh, there he is. Hello.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Hi, Jeff.
What's on your tie, Jeff?
The Undertaker.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
This was a gift from a loyal listener named Keegan.
Hi, Keegan. Thank you.
Thank you for the Undertaker tie.
Keegan, I would appreciate and I will trade you a Bob and Tom hat for a pallbearer.
There you go.
He was the manager of the Undertaker.
There's a really good documentary, Wrestling Lovers, on Netflix about Mr. McMahon, it's called. It's like an 8-parter, and I can't tell when he's being serious and when he's not. But then, of course, the interview came to a halt a couple of months ago when some new charges were opened up. But,
I'm going to give him some dude wipes.
Yeah.
So, Jeffy.
Very rough. Jeff Oskay joins us, getting ready for that big trip next week. It's going to be the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Event Center in Larchwood, Iowa, near Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Jeff Oskay, Al Jackson, Pat Godwin, and Josh Arnold. That'll be a great night. But right now, what have you got for us, Jeffrey?
We don't give you all the news each week, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news.
Pew, 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 pew.
On a sad note, some dude from the boy band One Direction unfortunately died earlier this week.
Oh.
Well, you failed to mention back in the day, I was in a boy band named One Erection. I was the only member and the reason my junior high stopped holding talent shows.
I can see it from here.
Nice.
There's a 39-foot penis statue in Italy. What you failed to mention, here in the U.S., we have a 555-foot penis statue. We call it the Washington Monument.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I learned that Pat and his son may be going to Christy's house for Thanksgiving this year. What you failed to mention, Pat, I wish I would have known you needed a place to go. You could have easily came to my house and gotten food poisoning.
Oh.
There you go.
I love you, Christy.
I haven't poisoned one guest yet.
Ever?
This year.
No.
That they let you know
Not
about.
yet.
A plane had to make an emergency landing after the pilot died mid-flight. What you failed to mention, this is your co-pilot speaking. If you'll look out the left side of the plane, you'll see a coroner's van. And finally, we learned that 60% of homeowners believe their houses are haunted. What you failed to mention, this really kills me. I don't even own a home. I always thought people who owned homes were smarter than me. That's why they owned a home. Nope. 60% of them are idiots. So that means I'm a bigger idiot than 60% of the idiots who own homes. My thing is, if ghosts are real, how come not one ghost is ever nice or positive? You never hear of someone coming home and finding their place all cleaned up, the kids' toys organized, the beds made, dishes done.
Yeah.
You never hear the guy at work, sorry guys, I'm exhausted. The ghost kept me all up all night doing my taxes. I don't believe in ghosts because ghosts never update. They're still dragging around chains. That's so old school. New ghosts would be wearing ankle monitors. Going, boo, I better check in with my probation officer. Now, I'm not saying I don't believe that some houses are haunted. I've heard some of the stories, but 60%, that's a bit high. Those aren't spirits in your walls, Becca. Those are raccoons. That's not a poltergeist. That's an infestation of mice. All of those eerie sounds, your house isn't haunted. It's just built badly. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this is the news that we failed to mention.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey.
Very good.
Once again, Jeff will be doing his thing next Friday night. Right there with Al Jackson and Pat Godwin. And Josh as your host at the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Event Center. By the way, info at grandfallscasinoresort.com. That'll be a great night. Now, we return to Christy Lee now this is a survey of people who like horror films and books.
Spooky books, yes. Spooky books, if you like those. There are 2,000 people that were surveyed about horror, mystery, thriller, and true crime books. 70% of readers said they can tell if someone is a bad person simply by the vibes they give off. I don't know if this is
in real life?
In real life.
I see.
I guess, or in the books. I don't know. It doesn't specify.
No, they mean in real life.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in the books. It's
easy.
They always let you. They give you some clue.
A little over 50% said someone in their everyday routine fits the mold of a villain from a spooky novel.
Really?
Yep. Those who matched that stereotype included a neighbor or a family member.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, that could be anyone.
A coworker.
All I know is that if we were all in one of these, Ace would be the first one to go.
Why would Ace be the first one to go?
Traditionally.
Historically. What, am I right?
That used to be a thing, for sure.
It was like on Star Trek.
It was on everything.
In the early days. Well...
okay.
I have a neighbor who I joke with because he has this rock formation in his backyard that is about 6 feet long and 3 feet wide.
Yeah.
Your standard coffin measurements. And I always who's the body underneath that rock? And he doesn't laugh.
He doesn't.
Right.
I wonder if there really is a body in
Speaking of historical events, if you go about 20 miles that way,
Yeah.
they didn't even bother covering up a few of them.
This is interesting. More than half admitted they're more easily startled after reading a scary novel, and it takes 2 days on average for these feelings to subside after reading a haunting book.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
I
why
believe
you
that.
read them.
You've ever seen a really scary movie and you look in the trunk of your car to make sure there's not someone in there with a knife?
Turn all the lights on outside so nobody can get near your house.
You turn off the movie and then you have to walk to your room.
Yes.
From the living. Oh, Jesus.
See, that's what I'm trying to avoid. All the aftermath of watching a scary movie.
I got you.
I'm
I got a list
scared.
for you of Halloween movies that are mild enough for you to enjoy.
Okay.
And again, we talked about the other day that sense you get when you're walking in the woods and you hear your name called.
Yeah.
And that's a psychological thing. Your brain actually is trying to put together sounds. So when I'm talking, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Even if I'm you're trying. So when you
Not
hear
always.
something-
Sometimes it's ghosts.
Sometimes.
Right.
But it'll be the HVAC system
Yeah.
clicking on, but you hear it going hooker.
Not always. Sometimes it's ghosts. I'm gonna have to say
Trying
it
to
every
get my
time you.
attention. Yeah.
I think Mr. Oskay pointed out ghosts are they're not getting contemporary enough.
They are. He just isn't aware.
Is there a good ghost internet movie yet?
A ton. Yes.
Oh, there's a good one where the
There's
ghosts
a
are.
whole sitcom about good ghosts.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
good ghost.
Oh, right. But you mean on the internet?
I mean, is
Well,
there
not
one? Is
necessarily
there one
good.
that's?
Really
Is there one where
funny.
you swipe right?
Oh, I haven't seen a Tinder ghost yet.
Yeah. Is there a?
That's interesting. You swipe, and then when you show up, it's a ghost.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, to kill you.
We need to write this.
Not to kill you. Not all ghosts will kill you.
No, you get to do, what is it when you have sex with a ghost?
Succubus.
Well, there's
Incubus.
incubus. Those are more.
Incubus and
Those are more.
succubus.
Sort of
That's
demon-
true.
Succubus.
Yeah.
Demon stuff.
That's the
but-
word. It is
demon.
succubus.
Yeah.
It
That's-
is. Oh, it is.
Well,
Sorry.
depending. Isn't one a girl and one a boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
30% have slept with the lights on after a chilling read.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I cannot sleep with the lights on. I've tried.
Good thing you don't go to prison.
Like a nightlight?
I have a nightlight.
Yeah.
I don't have. I can't not. Yeah.
TV? You ever
too
leave the
light-
TV on?
I can't go to sleep with the TV on. I got to turn it off.
20% have checked under the bed, and 20% have even refused to answer the door when the doorbell rang after finishing a scary book.
Oh, I refuse to answer the door no
Me
matter
too.
what I'm doing.
No matter what.
Yeah. Every time I hear my doorbell, I'm like, yeah, right. Nope.
Right.
I don't know. Wait, what if it's a pizza?
Well, yesterday it was a donut.
I wait for them to leave, and then I go out on the porch. Since COVID, that was the best thing to happen from
Yeah.
COVID.
Yep.
People who
Exactly
deliver things to your house
Yes.
now know just to drop it on the porch.
Just to drop it off and go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
In fact, if I have food delivered and
don't
they
like
ring the
having
bell, I get a little
Oh,
annoyed.
it happened yesterday. I didn't like
Yeah.
it. No.
Do you see them pull up? How do you know they've been there?
They alert you.
Yeah.
Oh, on
You
your
have an
phone?
app, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. I had somebody put a flyer in my door. My big door was open, but my storm door was still. And they opened my storm door to put it in my door. I don't think that. It scared me. Like, it made me nervous because I heard somebody open my front door. Yeah. I was like, no, leave it on the porch.
So did you get the windows or not?
No, I actually called
Did you get your gutters clean?
Yeah, how are you?
I was such a Karen, and I called, and I was like, don't ever drop anything off at my house
again. That is a Karen.
Redneck. Oh, boy.
We're going to wrap this up with, when asked about their all-time favorite scary reads, readers cited books that include, as you mentioned to Jess, Goosebumps.
Yeah.
It.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a big one. Pet Sematary, Silence of the Lambs, The Exorcist, The Shining, and The Stand.
I plainly
Stephen
remember
King, big in the scary novels.
reading Amityville Horror when it came out.
Oh, me too.
And being flat out terrified when I was reading.
I agree.
It's pretty amazing that someone can do that with books.
Yeah.
That book is hilarious because he ends a lot of sentences with exclamation points.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's, and then there was something at the window!
Because you know he's scared to death.
An unnatural cold and a gathering of flies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have a tribute to the
Amityville Horror?
to the movie It.
Oh.
When we come back.
Is that right?
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's very scary. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And very nasty.
Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. And what BetterHelp is all about is accessing therapy. We were talking about therapy earlier on the show today. And therapy is about accepting all the parts of you and tweaking yourself, if you will, to get your mind right and get feeling good about things and being the best you that you can be. So BetterHelp is interesting because all the therapy is done online. The way it works is you fill out a questionnaire and you'll be matched with one of some 35,000 plus therapists that are working with the BetterHelp people, and you can be working with them too. What you do is you go to betterhelp.com/BT show. The /BT show knocks 10% off your first month, and then the trick to it is the therapy's done online, so you can use that laptop, you can use your smartphone, whatever. So you do it in the convenience of wherever you want to be when you want to do it. So it's a lot more flexible and much more convenient. See what I'm talking about by visiting BetterHelp.com/BT show today. Once again, the /BT show knocks 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP, BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming back with a tribute to It. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season, and we're all a bit tired of numbers. But here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it. Guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello.
Hi.
How are you, Tom? You all right?
I'm very
You ran
good.
to the bathroom. I saw you doing that.
Uh-oh.
Everything come out all right?
Yeah. What does it mean if your urine smells like peaches?
You ate peaches. Did you eat peaches last night?
No?
I'd heard
Today?
AIDS.
AIDS? Thank you.
We hadn't had a good AIDS reference this week.
Thank you for that.
Remember that one
I'm
guy?
always good for one or two.
Happy now?
Remember that one guy who urine and
I don't want to hear
like
about it.
cigarettes? Yeah.
We have
Cigarettes?
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
We have. We were talking about scary movies, scary books, et cetera,
Yes.
et cetera. And one of the most scary.
One of the most scary reads was It by Stephen King.
That is a scary one.
It is a very scary read. I couldn't see the movie, but I loved the book.
I couldn't.
And Miss Hooker is here with us,
couldn't.
and you do not like scary movies.
I don't.
And you wanted to be introduced to them. Now, are you aware that in the history of horror films, they often, of course, they do sequels like everything else, but there was the classic Frankenstein about Dr. Frankenstein and his monster. Then there was Bride of Frankenstein. So they do kind of a female version, so the distaff version, if you will. And that's what this is about with that classic novel.
Audiences everywhere are experiencing the most horrifying film of the year. It. The latest adaptation of Stephen King's seminal masterpiece. It. Our favorite adolescent heroes known as the Losers Club are back. The But they will be squaring off against the demonic clown Pennywise. This time they'll face...
Me, Pennywise's girlfriend.
Pennywise has a girlfriend?
In the tradition of she-wolf, she-creature, and the astounding she-monster, it's... She-It. She-It. S-H-E-I-T.
Oh, she-it!
If you don't know fear, then you don't know she-it. Grown-ups, don't believe them.
Mom, I'm telling you the truth. She-it is real. I saw her.
Aw, you wouldn't know She-it from Shinola.
She-it. And those that do believe them won't help.
Sheriff, please, can't you do something?
Kid, I'm too old for this she-it.
She-it. Nor do they seem to care.
But Principal Russell, dozens of children are missing.
Yeah, it happens.
So once again, these courageous kids must stand up against a monstrous foe themselves.
Okay, here's where she lives. The old brick She-it house. Come on, let's get her.
Bill, you think you can kill me?
Oh, right. Time to destroy this Say it, Bill. Time to destroy this clown.
Sure, destroy her, but how?
You'll never defeat me.
All right, that's it. Take that.
That's it, Beverly. Push her into that exhaust vent. Oh, now the She-it's gonna hit the fan.
Oh, gross! There's pieces of She-it everywhere. Oh, I'm got it in my mouth.
Good thing we didn't step in it.
The classics. She-it. Rated R for nearly bad language and excessive childishness.
Uh-oh, I pooped. Can we take that again?
She-it. It's very scary. Christy Lee is over there at the Silac News Desk. What you got over there?
Hey, a rare copy of the U.S. Constitution sold for $9 million at auction. The document, sold by Brunk Auctions, had only been recently discovered stashed away in a filing cabinet in a home that was once owned by Samuel Johnston.
No, let's not clean that place very often.
Yeah, because he was the governor of North Carolina from 1787 to 1789.
Whoa.
The copy was printed after the Constitutional Convention finished drafting the proposed framework of the nation's government in 1787 and as one of only 100 copies printed by Charles Thomson, Secretary of the Continental Congress at the time. Only 8 are still known to exist, and the other 7 are publicly owned. What happened to this document between Thomson's signature and 2022 is not really known. A watermark 1776 first draft of the Articles of Confederation went for $1 million at the same auction.
Whoa.
$9 million. What, now it's in private hands. What would you do with that?
Hey, you want to go down in the basement, see my copy of the Constitution?
Right?
Sure.
Yeah, where do you keep it?
Yeah, there it is.
know.
All right.
You got to...
What if you spill marinara sauce on it or something?
Yeah. The coffee ring.
Holy hell.
Hey, you don't put it there. That's where John Hancock emphasized the cock part of his name. I love that.
Why did he underline just that syllable?
Hey, yeah, that rascal. That rascal. He thinks he's got a big Hancock. I get it.
My name's a dick joke. That's right. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, huh?
Do you think they teased him even back then?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know.
You think?
All
I
right.
don't know.
I'll spend all my money in insurance. It's all right. Go ahead. Laugh it up, you guys. Go ahead.
Authorities in Oregon seized a drug-filled bag that was printed with the words, "Definitely not a bag full of drugs."
That's funny.
Portland Police Bureau said officers stopped a man and a woman driving a stolen car in southeast Portland and conducted a search of the vehicle. Inside, they allegedly found cash, firearms, scales, and a bag that had definitely not a bag full of drugs printed on it. And, of course, it had drugs inside. They were taken into custody.
Boy, someone loved their label maker. Well, I've got to try it out.
Well, you know how it is.
Was
when
it
you
Boris and Natasha?
I know, right?
You get a label maker, you're going to want to use it for everything. They're very exciting.
They are addicting.
Yeah.
That's this one. Wait a second. This bag's marked bribe money for the police. That is so stupid.
Right?
Why would anybody do that?
Would you ever try to bribe a police officer?
No, what would the occasion be?
Just another.
You just didn't want a ticket or whatever. You're like, how about I just give you $50?
Just another reason I'm not a police officer.
Police officers.
I walk into a room with a table full of money. All of it's not getting turned in. Let's just start there.
Yeah, we would have no business being officers at all.
My dad tried to once. There was a group of kids that got into trouble, and my dad saw that I know these kids, and so he pulled over. And he knew two of the kids. He didn't know the other two kids, and so he told the cop, he goes, "I'll give you $100 for those two." And he goes, "It's too far gone." He goes, and he acknowledged, he was like, "I get it, but I can't."
That's
like, it's
so
already
funny.
Yeah, but he just tried. He's like, "I know these kids' parents. I'll give you $100 for those two."
For those two.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Don't
but
try
then
to bribe a
he
police.
stuck
No, of
around
course
and
not.
drove him home. at
Oh,
least.
that was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Isn't even attempting to bribe a police officer against the law?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
A teenager in Germany is making headlines for his unusual hobby.
Oh, a teen garden.
This story.
Kind of ties in everything we're talking about.
This is the
A
worst.
Kinderdalt. No, what would German be? A teenager.
A teenager in German?
German,
I don't know. Kinderdalt. I like that.
That sounds wrong.
Kinderschlot.
What?
That's way wrong.
That's way wrong. Yeah.
He is snitching on parking offenders to the police.
Oh, my God.
As a job?
18-year-old Nicholas Matai rides his bike and takes pictures of illegally parked cars and sends the pics to the local authorities.
He's a rat.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
He initially started in his hometown of whatever the hell that word is.
Just try.
But expanded his
we
hunts
love it.
across
Oh,
the
give it a
nation.
shot. Give it a shot.
Grafenhaschen.
That's wrong, you idiot.
I'm not even close.
Grafenhaschen.
Let's let Pat try.
Grafenhaschen. What?
Are we on the air?
Grafenhaschen.
Around here.
Grafenhainischen.
I was close.
That's close.
Yeah, that's that. That may be it.
Schmutz on it.
Grafenhainischen.
Local media reports
Why are
the
you
teen
saying it like that?
Grafenhainischen.
who calls himself reporting master, which in German is
Burger,
Pat?
something burger.
I like Pat's
this is a rough one.
German, it is Asengagenhaftermeister.
It's so long.
It is so
long.
Look at that.
Oh, the lovely,
I want to be called that.
the beautiful German language.
Wow.
An Eigenhaftmeister.
Yeah, you did a great job.
That's
Pat.
it. Do it again.
Yes.
So this guy, he's taking pictures of, what is it?
Of illegally parked cars. He's written over 4,000 police reports last year, resulting in a total of $154,227 in collected
This kid's going to get his
fines.
ass beat.
Yeah.
Well, that's his nickname. It's
You see?
Yes.
Don't get that out of yourself.
Asenholen-Tattler.
Very good.
Tattler.
It was better than I thought it would be.
Much better.
Yes.
The whole
Josh,
one?
Mr.
I couldn't get
Matai, has sometimes been met with violence for his efforts, but he claims he's doing a civic duty.
Oh, this
and
is
wants
the
parking
guy
rules
that
to be
goes,
replaced.
Miss Grundy, you forgot to give us our homework assignment for the weekend.
Yeah, this is silly. What a dork.
Do you play parking roulette?
What do you mean,
what's that now?
parking roulette?
I go to the same coffee place every day,
Yeah, we know.
and it's a place you got to pay to park.
Oh,
But
Sounds so annoying.
sounds so annoying.
so the
You got to
question
pay
is,
to
Yeah.
park to get out and get coffee?
Don't you have the app?
yeah, that and it's the
pain.
app's not
But
always.
you go to the meter.
Anywho.
You go to the meter and there's still time on it?
No. You just do you want to do the app thing, or just want to go in and see if you can get away?
I'll
with it?
risk the $20 ticket if I don't have time because that's how
okay.
much it costs. Yeah.
So this is a meter situation.
How
Yeah,
many
it's a
times
meter
have you been caught?
situation.
Yeah.
Only once.
No, and they didn't write you the ticket because they knew who you were.
No.
Well, Tom
Yeah.
Tom bribes police officers.
Does he?
With his face.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
It's kind of a nice challenge.
That is a
Okay.
fun challenge, yeah. A little thrill.
Yeah.
Can I go in there for 10 minutes? Can I go in there for 10 minutes? Get.
Is this you talking to the policeman?
No. They have all those numbered meters.
Sure.
And often the radar on doesn't. Well, I don't know what's going on. It doesn't work right away. So what the hell? I'm going to take a chance and go in. And it just makes it that much more dangerous.
Yeah, you scan the area for the meter maid and just dash in.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how to do that, but I know how to just use the app. It takes 2 seconds. You pull up.
What do you call a male meter maid?
A meter maid?
Meter man?
Meter
Would it be a meterman?
Meterman.
Meterman.
There's an app. Isn't there an app in San Francisco that you can sell your parking space? If you know you're leaving, you can put it up on.
Probably.
Put it on an
right.
app and
Like
go,
sublease it?
this location is, I'm going to be leaving here. And then you give them a couple bucks for telling you about the space, and then you leave when they show up.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How much are the parking spaces?
If
it's worth
San Francisco, probably a lot.
hard to come by, too, yeah.
Oh. Now, what else you got, Christy?
An international team of researchers has discovered 7 new species of tree frogs in Madagascar.
Oh, okay.
7?
7. The frogs all make a high-pitched whistling call that sounds like something from Star Trek, according to this story. The newly discovered species emit special bird-like whistling sounds known as advertisement calls.
Now I'm going to play this. And
The frogs whistle?
Last time I played this, you got really mad.
Oh, this from yesterday. No, don't play it.
I'm going to play it real low.
Okay.
Here we go.
Whoa. Ow, that does sound like Star Trek.
It does.
A type of self-promotion that may communicate
A
male frog.
It hurts my ears.
I really enjoy it.
Suitability as a mate to females. Well, I hope the female is deaf. No, I'm just kidding. That would be awful.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, the calls reminded researchers of the whistle-like sound effects used in the Star Trek series, which fans have known as the so-called boatswain whistle and a device called the tricorder. Research leader Professor Miguel Vencez says that's why we named the frogs after Kirk, Picard, Cisco, Janeway, Archer, Berman.
We get it. You're a dork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to our necks and dorks. Got it.
Apparently some of the most iconic captains from the sci-fi series. I know Picard and Kirk. That's the only 2 I know. What did I miss?
Damn it, Jim, I'm a frog, not a phaser. Get your hands off me, you...
I think Janeway's Kate Mulgrew, right? I think...
you're a nerd.
You're a nerd. Archer,
Semi-nerd.
Burnham, and Pike.
Pike was the first captain before Kirk.
Oh, is he the guy that was just the head in one of the episodes?
Yes.
That was so
he rolled
bizarre.
around in a small freezer.
Right, yeah, something odd, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. I remember that.
Whenever I think of frogs in space, I'm reminded of this classic moment from the program a few years back when they were doing some experiments.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now
we are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
You're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavor.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs, the eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well,
but,
great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
There's some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here.
Frogs in space.
Oh, yeah.
You see, they're the frogs up there.
You don't hear about the ones that go wrong, do you?
No.
We got Picard, and we've got Captain Kirk, and we're going to totally go where no one's gone before because we're toads. Or they're frogs.
I
Sorry.
told you.
Told you.
Wow.
No, nothing.
Well, thank you very much, Christy Lee.
Sure.
I want to remind everybody real quick of a couple things. Mr. Pat Godwin this weekend is going to be just Saturday night only, I should say. You're going to be at Mason City, Illinois' Mason City Comedy Club, known as
Mason City Limits.
The Mason City Limits. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Haywood Banks is going to be at the Delphi Opera House Saturday night.
He couldn't be bothered to come in or call, so we don't talk about it.
Okay, good. And then
Power of prayer.
Next Friday night, Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Event Center. This is going to be a great show. Pat Godwin, Al Jackson, Jeff Oskay, and your host, Josh Arnold.
Welcome, everybody.
And I'll be chaperoning.
Oh, there you go. Good luck with that.
You going to carpool?
We are going to carpool,
Yeah,
yes.
we're all riding together.
Okay.
That'll
In
be
a smart
fun.
car?
Information
I got a handle pad.
on that program is at grandfallscasinoresort.com. That's grandfallscasinoresort.com. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. But first, we have a little message from Chick McGee. About
Raycon Everyday Earbuds, and they're brand new. They're new all over again because Raycon's best-selling Everyday Earbuds have been updated. They added new features to make them even easier to use, if you can believe that. The Everyday Earbuds now feature a 32-hour battery life, active noise cancellation, new quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, and you get 90 minutes of battery, and multi-point connectivity. It lets you pair with two devices, two devices at once. Plus, available in brand new fun colors like blush violet and forest green and black for evening wear. And plus, Raycons come with a 30-day guarantee. So if you need to return them, that's easy too. Stop the fuss. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 20 to 50% off site-wide. You'll get up to 50% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day and a little bit of history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. See, when you're quiet, he doesn't like it. When you're talking, he doesn't like it. Hello, Tom. How are you?
I'm fine. Doing great over here.
Good, buddy.
Look at this piece of. You know that Pat Godwin's going to be at Mason City Limits Saturday night?
I heard something about that.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
I don't know if exciting's the word I'd use.
Thrilling. Some great shows.
Thrilling?
It's.
Do you know what we don't want to forget also this weekend? It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and Peter Frampton, our buddy, will be performing Saturday night. So they're going to stream on Disney Plus. If you don't have that, highlights are going to run later in the year on ABC on New Year's Day. But so that's going to be a big weekend in Cleveland.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Got a little little baseball
Boyfriend.
action.
Yeah. Rock and roll baseball up there, and football, and
See if the former tribe can get some more runs. That'd be fun.
Get some more runs.
Yes.
Playing sports ball.
Bring the speedball by.
Bring the bats, if you
Bring
will.
that old speedball down the old pike.
It's going.
Yes, and
gone.
now here's George Will talking about baseball. Yeah,
The boys of summer.
The game I love. Yes.
Yes, they
The
call them the
purest
Dodgers
form
because
of
they're dodging the rapid
competition.
transit, you see, and the streetcars.
The trolley
Ladies and
Dodgers,
gentlemen, it's time for this.
Just in time for Halloween. What do witches put on their face?
what do witches put on their face?
Mascara.
That was a mess.
But the act out was great.
Yeah, that was.
Witch claws.
Yeah, you had to see
I
that
thought
one.
he was doing mascara. He was
Scare.
doing witch lashes.
Yeah, I missed it.
That would be funnier, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Anything.
Time now to move forward here.
Hell.
It's our history lesson.
History in the world of history.
Time now for our history lesson in the world of history.
Just so loud.
You know, you complained when Ace did it.
You know what? You guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Ace, will you do your impression of chicken?
Okay, this isn't. I don't have a button for that bank.
There it is.
Well, somehow you just.
You mean that one?
It's literally the first button.
You mean the first
it's
button?
The first
All
one.
right, we get it.
Knock it off.
Tom?
Let's do some birthdays. Happy
Please?
birthday Chuck.
It's sticky. Okay.
It's going to be a lot stickier when
semen,
all over your face.
You shut your hole. Oh.
To 1926, the birthday of the great Chuck Berry. If you know much about him,
You don't want to know a lot about him.
His middle name was Dingle.
Oh, is he the glass table guy?
No, that was Danny
Thomas.
Thomas.
Danny Thomas.
He was of a similar ilk.
Okay.
He liked to record people in the bathroom, apparently.
Apparently, a dump Chuck was the. He inspired a lot of people: Elvis, R. Kelly, Gary Glitter. The man was a genius. Happy birthday, George C. Scott.
One of my favorite actors.
That's a sentence. George C. Scott. Scott Run. George C. Scott.
If you haven't
Chick
seen,
C. Josh.
If you haven't seen him in Doctor Strangelove, what's your problem? What are you even
what are you
doing?
doing?
What are you even doing? Go watch it now.
He's great in the movie Hardcore.
Yes.
No, he's
starring Big
Yes,
Dick
he
Black.
is.
Go watch.
It's all right.
Who?
The hospital.
Starring who?
Big Dick Black.
The Changeling for Halloween. Watch that.
Y'all said it.
The Changeling.
It's very good.
Happy birthday to Peter Boyle.
Another great actor.
From Young Frankenstein.
He could hear.
Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody loves Raymond. Peter Boyle. Sometimes Peter Bake. Sometimes Peter Fry.
That's
George C. Scott, Peter Boyle.
Stephen Fry.
Peter
George.
Microwave.
Stephen Fry, Peter Boyle.
What the hell is happening here?
What are you trying to do?
Names that are sentences. That's the second one.
Well, stop.
We had George, he can see Scott, and now Peter can Boyle.
Peter Boyle, Stephen Fry, and Peter Cook.
Chick Wine.
I'm not
Dudley
listening.
Moore.
I'm shopping.
Okay. I'm not going to do that one. Happy
All right,
birthday.
which one didn't you do?
I wanna hear
that
that
you
one.
think nobody knows anything about it.
Lee Oswald.
Yeah,
we
everybody
all
knows
know.
Lee
What's
Oswald.
wrong with that?
He did the world a favor, huh?
Nickname is his nickname in high school. Ironically, was Patsy.
Patsy Oswald?
It's a reference to the movie JFK and the ridiculous theory of.
He was a patsy.
Absolutely,
God.
it was.
Slightest bit of research.
Happy birthday, 1939, Mike Ditka. A lot of big fans of Mr. Ditka.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
The 85 Bears. Was it the 85 Bears?
He's the head coach. That's right.
The famous Super. Who was saying that the Super Bowl Shuffle was a good song?
85.
I liked it, and Ace liked it.
Yeah.
It came out in 85.
Energy to it.
Yeah.
It was a big hit. Sure.
Okay. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, that was Jean-Claude Keely.
Great actor.
He was a skier, wasn't he?
Great actor.
What's your
Jean-Claude
favorite Van Damme movie?
That's Steven Seagal.
Oh, that's the one where he beats up somebody?
How
Oh,
about
yeah.
Time Cop?
Oh, you like Time Cop? Yeah.
Somebody redid Time Cop, didn't they? And it was better? What was it?
I don't know.
Was it Schwarzenegger?
Nope.
Yes.
Excuse me for trying to start a conversation with a fellow human being.
Well, it was exciting, whatever it was.
No, it's okay.
Happy birthday, Lindsey Vonn,
Yeah, whatever,
the
prick.
great skier.
Yeah.
King prick.
Happy birthday, one of your favorites, Christy Lee. A very fine actor, Zac Efron.
Yes. I just saw him in a movie with Nicole Kidman, but
Is that the remake of
How
Time
was it?
Cop?
it's not good.
Not good.
No.
Okay, here's a good one for you. 1952, on this date, the 18th of October, the first issue ever of Mad Magazine.
Oh, there you go.
For my influence so many people.
Oh, we wouldn't have
And
more blah, blah, blah. That pullout was genius.
Was
Are
it?
you guys making fun of our boss?
No.
Was it a horror magazine in the beginning?
Tales to drive you mad.
No, but it was part of the EC family. The
Of
EC
horror
comics. Yeah.
magazines?
Yeah.
Okay. That's horror.
I
appreciate
yeah,
that.
we got
Thanks.
that. Yeah.
Now, this, of course, is the most important one. In 1961, Miss Hooker,
Yeah.
it's quiz time. Take your finger out of your mouth and stop eyeing me.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Will you quit trying to
There we
seduce
go.
Tom
Nobody
Griswold?
Nobody saw that coming.
Wow, yeah, nobody saw that coming, Tom. Wow. All right.
That would have a
The
new
film,
twist.
the film adaptation of West Side Story was released on this date in 1961.
I know. Hopefully
Okay, here we go. Ready?
All prints were
Okay,
burned.
ready? Who played Maria? This is the easy one. That's the easy one.
It is an easy one, and I can't remember.
Her
I'm
name's
sorry.
a sentence, actually.
It is?
Yeah.
Her nickname was Drift.
Natalie Wood. Ironically, Wood floats.
Natalie Wood.
We're monsters.
Wood floats.
Luckily, no one's hearing this.
Wood floats, Natalie don't.
No.
You know who played Tony?
No.
Riff.
No, who would know this?
Bernardo?
I don't know.
The only person in the room that knows this
It
is
was
you.
it was Kevin. See you Monday.
You're welcome. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid-fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.